What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Deep Water Podcast. Got
What's going
Chris,
on?
got my man Coach D,
What's up?
and we got a hell of an episode for you guys tonight. We got big weekend for wrestling, big weekend for MMA. We got all kinds. We got world team trials for wrestling coming up to fill out those final spots at Final X. We got UFC 328, two huge title fights on that card. And we'll get a little bit into RAF 09 and what we kind of want to see from there, what we're looking forward to, and really start kind of getting into our breakdowns of the next RAF event.
And the big thing, we freaking fixed this daggone podcast situation, so now they both up and running. That's always
Oh, there
good.
we go. Yeah, I see. We're on kick. I see it.
Yeah. Brand spanking new, baby.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, so let's catch everybody up, man. What's been going on? What's some of the big topics that we need to focus on?
Well, the big thing is you got world team trials this month
Okay.
for wrestling. So that's going to be, that's going to finally fill out the cards for Final X.
Okay.
Final X is in June, right? So we're getting into the world championship cycle, starting to get ready for the Olympic qualifying cycle for wrestling. So getting into some of the most exciting times of the year for wrestling.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. So does that put a hamper in RAF? Do a lot of the stars in RAF, got to go compete now, or what?
Well, world championships are only 10 spots, right?
Okay.
So once the 10 spots are filled after Final X, that's the 10 dudes wrestling at Worlds.
Okay.
So, I mean, in theory, all 10 of them could be on the RAF roster. So they would take out – it's going to take out some of the superstars for a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? But, that's kind of the difference between the natures of wrestling and the difference between MMA, right? Like wrestling, even though RAF's a pro league and we got that going for us now, like the international scene is not just going to disappear.
Okay.
Right? So you have this weird dynamic where the professionals, how kind of like the NBA and the NHL, the pro guys participate in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the same for wrestling, but now it's every year.
I got you.
Year round, you got Pan Ams, World Championships every year, like the Olympics every 4 years. So for wrestling, the pros never stop competing in the quote unquote amateur circuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a sport where the amateurs and the pros are mixed in together all the time.
Okay.
So it's just a different dynamic.
But now, if we heard this correctly, well, they posted it, so it got to be correct. So now we're going to have youth tournaments as well. So that's going to add another layer to the development of wrestling overall.
Yeah, I was talking to at RAF 08, I was talking to Chad Bronstein about this. Yeah, we had a conversation about it. He brought it up, and on paper it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're going to line them up so that they're in conjunction with the RAF events.
Okay.
Right? So if they execute it correctly, it's going to be amazing. Now, they were smart. They got it sanctioned by USA Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And they're associated with USA Wrestling for that. So the smartest thing they could have done is what they did by making it a part of USA Wrestling, not trying to compete against it.
Well, I mean, I will put it the other way around. I'll put it USA Wrestling went to make sure they brought RAF on.
Well, the USA Wrestling's already been working with RAF.
Yeah, but I'm saying exposure is exposure. USA Wrestling, they do a great job with all the tournaments, right? But nothing has elevated wrestling like RAF has done across the spectrum, in my opinion.
Oh, I
So,
agree with you. What I'm saying by that statement is they could have undone almost everything they were building by choosing to compete with USA Wrestling at the youth level instead of working with them.
okay. Yeah.
Because an unintended consequence of it is it could have sucked all the best kids out of USA Wrestling and just destroyed the youth wrestling circuit.
Yeah, I got you.
So that's what I meant by they were really smart by working with USA Wrestling in that.
Yeah.
And then what I do like is so the way Chad described his vision was there's 12 tournaments a year,
Okay.
best kids in the country from 8U all the way through 14U. They get ranked. They get ranking points based off every tournament they wrestle and what they place. And then the 12th tournament's basically like the championship.
Hold on. I mean, cut you off. Hold on. You said so. There's gonna be a tournament every month.
Yep.
What? Okay. All
Yep.
right. We
It's
keep
gonna be like its
saying
own.
we
It's
keep
gonna be
saying
like
we
its
wonder how
own.
much money RAF has. RAF has real effing money.
Well, you know as well as I do. On the youth side, it's almost impossible to lose money hosting a youth wrestling tournament.
That's true. That's true.
It's basically impossible.
Yeah. But the logistics of coordinating every month in different states every month. The coordination level is it's not putting on. You gotta have a crew. You gotta have a staff that works for you full time to get everything running every month.
Well, you want to know the secret?
All ears.
Partnering up with USA Wrestling solves a lot of that problem
Okay. What way?
because you have access to every USA Wrestling sanctioning body in each state.
Yeah.
And there's lots of states where USA, while you provide the venue and the mats, USA Wrestling usually provides everything else.
Everything else, yeah. We're under USA Wrestling, they get a lot of stuff taken care of anyway. So actually, that's a very smart move.
Yeah. The registration fees are taken care of. Like
Yep.
USA Wrestling takes their cut, but which isn't very big actually. And then it's really easy. Like they got USA bracketing, so your bracketing, so USA Wrestling does your bracketing for you, right? It does your streaming for you. So I mean,
Okay, speaking of streaming, how's that new? Didn't they go to a new streaming um, thing or whatever? How's that working out? Have you seen it yet?
I I haven't seen what the streaming itself looks like yet. I've only seen the brackets,
Okay.
and I mean they kind of cleaned up the brackets finally because last year USA bracketing was absolute hammered dog shit. But the bracketing seems better. It looks like they have like a like you just pay for the individual tournaments you want to stream. It's like I just
Oh,
didn't feel like paying. I just didn't feel like paying the $20 to watch
okay.
Angelo wrestle last weekend. So I just had
Yeah.
people send me videos. It was like $20 to stream state.
Okay. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Depending
So
what you're looking to see.
I mean, I think all these youth tournaments are going to be streamed on Fox Nation.
Yo.
So and then so to finish his vision up, the the top two ranked kids in each weight class at the 12th youth tournament of the year, they're going to wrestle like an actual like RAF event. Like it'll be set up like a RAF event. It'll be on the elevated mat. It'll be streamed on Fox Nation. The commentating team for RAF will be there, and they'll be announcing. And They'll have the dude out there with the microphones. The kids will get their walkouts and their introductions on the, down the walkway.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be exactly like a RAF event, according to
Mm-hmm.
Chad Bronstein.
Nice.
And
Okay.
the kids that win get a RAF championship belt.
Nice. All right.
That part of it, yes, you got to have money for it. I agree.
Yeah. But like I said, the visuals of that is gonna be
Oh, it's gonna be wild.
it's gonna be incredible. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. Like I said,
Yeah, it's
it,
probably gonna become one of the best youth. That finals will be like probably one of the that whole series will probably be one of the best. It's almost like having Super 32s every single month.
every single exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, to have it every single month, that means you got to be on your game. Okay, hold on. So answer this. So is each tournament different? So say you compete in tournament in January, do you have to compete in February?
No, I think the reason they have 12 is you have to. I think what Chad says is you have to participate in at least four of them to be for your rankings to be legitimate,
Okay.
and then like based on your results is where your rankings come from. Because obviously, 12 tournaments can be 12 different spots. Like parents have jobs, kids have school, right? You're not going to be able to get very few people are going to go to all 12.
Yep.
But
That's what I was thinking.
I
I go,
think
hold up. Maybe I'm missing something. So okay.
I think what Chad's saying is reasonable. Like make it to a third of them.
Yeah. And
So
make
I
sure
like
you earn
it.
it. Yeah. I mean, part of the grind of wrestling is making it to the tournaments and competing. That's part of the
Yep.
grind. You know what I'm saying? If you only compete in your own backyard, the only one who's not stressing is you. Because all you gotta do is walk across the street and wrestle. Where everybody gotta travel, take a plane, blah blah blah, drive, all that crap to come along with it. That's part of the game.
Now, what I do hope is this. This is my only fear, though.
Okay.
Are we going to start seeing this? These 8U, 10U, 12U kids sucking down a bunch of weight to participate and try and win at these tournaments instead of like I hope they have a strict like weigh-in hydration process for this series. I don't want it to turn into 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds cutting 7, 8 pounds every single month or 4 or 5 times a year because that's not the intention or the purpose of wrestling.
Well, I mean, first of all, that's gonna be hard to do especially if you head towards the wrestling season. That ain't gonna happen at all. So if you do it before the season or some crap like that, maybe, but not during the season. So
Well, no, I'm just saying like I just hope they have rules and protections in place to try to minimize weight cutting as much as possible in this ranking series.
probably what's gonna happen, in my opinion, after the first one, if there's no hiccups, then the second one, no hiccups, the third one, then it'll be fine. But if it happens between the first two, where you see drastic weight cuts across the board, yeah, then they're gonna start, shutting, making the rules stricter and blah blah blah. So sometimes you got to go through it to find out where the holes are at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is something you can try to head off
Yeah,
and then adjust it to where it works as you go. But there should be some kind of good baseline in place before you roll it out.
well, I mean,
Just
you got to you
because
got
I
you
mean,
got to give them credit. What they doing? I mean, they pretty much is shutting everybody else down. Who else? Who else is coming close?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the idea is great. I love the idea. I love to see it. Just don't let the little shit fall through the cracks, like making sure kids aren't cutting 10% of their body weight to
Yeah,
wrestle in these tournaments.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's like the only pitfall I see of. That's the only unintended consequence I can see right now of it, if people aren't thinking about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess
that's
we'll wait and see, right? So when I
yeah.
forgot, when is the official kickoff date? You know?
I read the article. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I saw the article. I just
It's gonna be this year though?
I can pull it up real quick. It's right here. Let's see. It's called RAF Next Gen. Nope. Sunday, July 19th.
Wow. So that means
47 weight class.
that means they already got everything in motion.
Yep. 47 weight classes.
Wow. So
8U, 8U, 10U, 12U, and 15U.
so they were already done when he spoke to you.
Yeah, he said like it's happening.
Yeah.
Like he didn't say we're thinking about it. He's like, this is happening.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so they'll go to St. Louis for RAF 10, and then they go to Milwaukee for RAF 11, and that's where they'll launch the first RAF Next Gen is in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So the next three, so you got RAF 09's in Dallas, RAF 10 is in St. Louis, RAF 11's in Milwaukee, and RAF 12 is in Cleveland.
Okay. Oh, Milwaukee and Cleveland, they're like two streets apart, ain't it?
No, no, Milwaukee's like probably 45 to an hour north of Chicago. So Milwaukee's about 2.5 hours for me. Cleveland's about 3.5, and St. Louis is about 6,
Man,
7, maybe.
so you're gonna be driving for the next 2 or 3 events coming up.
Yes, they're about to do a nice Midwest tour, which is great because wrestling is huge in the Midwest. So it's smart on their part. Because like St. Louis and Cleveland hold the NCAA tournament like every other year or something. Like the
Okay.
NCAA tournament in those two cities a lot.
Okay.
So it makes sense
Okay.
to hit up the Midwest.
So, are there any particular matchups you look at this? Hold on. So, what's coming up? You said what tournament's coming up for wrestling?
World Team Trials.
World Team. Yeah. Okay. Are there any particular matchups that you looking to see?
So I went through the weight classes where the Final X matchup isn't complete,
Okay.
right? So there's 5 weight classes where the winner of World Team Trials makes it to Final X.
Okay.
So like at 57 kilos, Luke Lillendahl won U.S. Open. So he's in Final X, right?
Yeah.
So at 57, Spencer Lee signed up, Anthony Knox is signed up. So I would like to see Lillendahl versus Spencer Lee at World Team Trials. That's what I'm looking for. Now, 61 kilos is an absolutely absurd weight class. This weight class is bananas. All right. So the
61
person
kilos is what weight?
about 135 ish,
Okay.
somewhere in there. I think 61 kilos is like 134 and a half, maybe. It's where 61 times 2.2 is.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a second. 61 to pounds. 134 and a half. Yep. So I was right. But at 61 kilos, okay, you got this weight class is nuts. You got Nathan Tomasello, Austin DeSanto, the current RAF champ,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically everyone who wrestles 133 at NCAAs: Ben Davino, Jax Forrest, Seidel, and and Seidel. Like the four semifinalists, three of the four semifinalists for NCAAs. And Forrest, Davino, and Seidel are all like 19 years old.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
If I remember right, the winner of 61 kilos is wrestling Marcus Blaze at Final X,
Nice. Okay, I got you now.
who's also I think like 19 years old.
I got you now. Okay.
So this is what I'm talking about bantamweight at RAF. This is what I'm talking about. You got four like 19-year-old kids who are four of the baddest dudes in the world at 135 pounds, and you got the only two RAF champions ever at that weight class in this weight class, and neither one of them is probably going to make Final X. You know what I'm saying?
No chance, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think DeSanto or Nato has a chance to beat any of those four kids,
Wow.
which was proven because DeSanto and Nato were both in the U.S. Open, and neither one of them won the U.S. Open.
Yeah. Fair point. So,
But that is write this down: 61 kilos, World Team Trials is the weight class to watch. 100%. There is no second. There is no close second. It is the weight class to watch. Premier.
okay. All right. So answer me this: Bo Bassett and Real Woods, they have to wrestle off at where they're going to wrestle off at to see who qualifies for X.
No, they're in the finals at Final X.
Oh, they both are.
Yeah, they're both already in the finals
So why are they matching up?
because Bo Bassett won the U.S. Open and Real Woods got third at Worlds. He got a bronze at Worlds.
Okay.
So if you get a medal at Worlds, you automatically are in the finals at Final X.
Okay.
So because Bo won the U.S. Open, he got put in the Final X final against Real Woods.
So it's just a mashup. It's not a qualifier. Whoever wins goes to X. That's not what's happening. They're both in X, and they're both gonna meet up in X.
Yeah, they're going to wrestle to see who makes Team USA.
Oh, Team USA. Okay, I got you now. That's what I was missing. Okay.
Yeah,
It's,
this
it's, it's
World
not
Team
X, I was wrong.
Trials, World Team Trials gets you the Final X. All the winners of Final X make Team USA to wrestle with the World Championships.
I got you now. Okay. Okay, I was missing that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damn. I might have to tune in.
Oh, World Team Trials is going to be. I'm half tempted to take my happy ass down there because it's in Louisville.
How far is that?
About 4 hours.
You should. We need content, fool. We are a wrestling podcast, are we not?
It's true.
So if it's 4 hours away, I would go. Like I said, if it was an MMA tournament, I mean, an MMA, like say UFC was 4 hours away, I'm going. It's only 4 hours away. So I can be there, watch it, get all the anything, come right back and talk about it on RAF. On the Deepwater podcast. Take Teo. He needs to learn some shit.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Chad. See if he can use some of his connects. Figure out how to get some media passes for it.
Because literally that's what we do. You see me, I go everywhere when it comes to MMA, right? Whether it's inside the country or outside the country, I go.
Now, Final X is in Newark, New Jersey, in June.
I don't know if I want to go to Newark.
I don't blame you.
That's the whole.
I don't know.
Like I said, if it wasn't chaos in Newark, I mean, have you ever drove in Jersey?
Yeah, it's trash.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, flat
It's
out.
like trying to drive. It's like trying to drive in Philly,
And I'm from Jersey. Don't do it.
dude. I had a car. I drove to Philly. And you know what I did not do while I was in Philly?
Drive.
Drive.
Yep.
I got an Uber to and from the stadium both days.
Hmm.
And if I wasn't going there, I walked to whatever restaurant or bar I wanted to go to, and I walked right the fuck back.
It would hurt my feelings for the biggest event that I ever wanted to see to be in Newark, and I still won't go. I'll just be sad. I'll just be sad.
Isn't 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 UFC in New Jersey this weekend?
Is it?
I thought UFC was in Newark this weekend.
Hold on.
Isn't UFC 328 in New Jersey?
We're gonna find out.
I thought it was in Newark.
You see it? I'm looking for where's that? Hold on. Blah blah blah. Where the fuck is it at? Hold on. Survey
Yeah, Newark,
says.
New Jersey.
Yep,
The
Newark.
Prudential Center,
God
Newark,
damn.
New
Well,
Jersey.
I'm not gonna see that. That's for goddamn sure. Well, I mean, I'm not going.
It's just kind of funny that the UFC match happened to be in Newark this time too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that was the highlight of my. Know how you had those one moments that will go down in your history books. Was the day I had the Arnold Classic and the UFC all the same in the same place at the same time. I saw them both almost at the same day. I was at Arnold Classic during the day. I was at UFC during the night. It's on the same day. That was the
That's pretty sick.
highlight of my life
That's pretty sick.
before the kids were born. And after that, it was the kids. But before that, it was
Yeah, that
that.
tracks. That tracks.
So hopefully we can get, because like I said, I'm pretty. If everything goes right and we all go into RAF 09, I'm pretty pumped about RAF 09. This is a pretty good freaking card.
Yeah, I agree.
So a lot of star power. I mean, who would have thought that you would be at a wrestling tournament with this many stars, like you would be at a UFC event with this many stars?
Yeah, dude, Raf's getting like legitimate sports celebs in the stands.
Yep. Yep.
Like it's crazy.
I was just going to say
Like
that.
like some of the people we've been like. Remember Raf? What was it? Raf '07, where O'Malley was in the
O'Malley
stands
was in the
and
stands. Yep.
like one of the best, like one of the top uh, BMX dirt bike racers like of all time was in the stands.
Yep. And here's
Like there
what
were,
I'm waiting on. So right now we still getting these pre-mapped out call outs where they're calling out names of people that's already mapped out, right? I'm waiting for somebody to show up in the stands and call out somebody live on national TV. That's what I'm
yeah,
waiting
that'd be
on.
sick. That'd be sick.
And you can't
Well,
and you
that's the other thing, like that 61 kilo I'm talking about, dude. These young kids, they run their mouths.
I need to see it. I mean, I need to hit because that's where we should be. I don't mean bullshit trash talk. Like Armand and and Dylan and all of them, they go too far sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not Armand as much as Dylan and Kobe and all of them. They go too far. But I believe in legit trash talk. I believe in look, dude, my wrestling is simply just better than yours. Who told you your wrestling was good? Huh? They
Yeah,
lied to you, man. When I meet up in this mat, you ain't gonna last. You gonna get teched. It's gonna be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and God forbid they do a press conference. God forbid these kids do press conferences before their match like they do with the adults. We who know what we gonna get. I said your mom ain't shit either. I'm like, oh god damn, get these kids.
calm down, kids.
Hey, but like I said, you groom them now while they're young. That's what you're gonna get when they get older.
Yeah, 100%. And then you
So
got, let me see.
what you looking at? UFC?
I'm just no, I'm just pulling up. Uh, who's in the finals at Final X, just so I have it for reference.
Shoot, while you looking, Jim Miller is back in the UFC.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Why?
he's 38 and 19. Well, come to find out, the reason he stepped back is because I think he had somebody, either his child or somebody was sick, and he stepped out because of that. But he's
That's
back.
legit.
But
That's a legitimate reason.
yeah. But like I said, he left on a high note. He won his last match. He broke he I think he broke the record for the most competitions in the UFC. So he left on a high note. If he get his
Yeah.
ass handed to him, there goes all that.
I mean, maybe he wants to go out on his own terms.
Okay, I guess.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
So yeah, this will be good. So like at 57, I want to see Lillendahl versus Lee.
Okay.
Honestly, at 61, I really want to see Marcus Blaze versus Jax Forrest
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
because I really want to see that. There was some controversy in their match at NCAA's where people said Blaze had a takedown, and other people say he didn't. They gave him the takedown, then they overturned the takedown, and then Forrest won afterwards. And
Really?
there's some NCAA's was wild, dude.
Wow. Okay. Shoot,
And of course,
that matchup. See, like I said, if what you just said, I'd have tried to run that shit in the RAF. I'd have go. This is the matchup we should see in math because you already got controversy out there in the
these
NCAA's, right?
these kids should be in RAF right now anyway.
Yeah.
Like they're like Forrest, Davino, Seidel, and Blaze are four of the best wrestlers in the world at this weight class. Like America is so deep in this weight class. Like they legit could be four of the top six wrestlers in the world at this weight class,
Really?
and only one of them gets to wrestle.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, if that's the
Like
case, then I'm pretty sure the conversation is being had somewhere.
I hope so because you want to bring excitement to that weight class. That's how you do it, real
Okay.
quick.
Okay.
So obviously at 65 kilos, it's Real Woods versus Bo Bassett.
Yeah.
So at 70,
All right. All right. Before you go do on that one, who you got?
I got Bo, to be honest with you.
Yeah. You don't think Woods is seasoned like Oliver to be able to have just just
I don't think Woods has the offense, dude.
yeah. Okay.
That's my only issue. I just don't think he has the offense.
Okay.
That's the problem. I don't think he can score.
Wow. Okay. Cause like I said, because one thing you can give Oliver credit on is that he knows how to get the win. Even though it may be ugly, right? It may not be able to, but like I said, he got enough wrestling IQ to figure out ways to win.
I think Bassett would have a harder time with Oliver than he would with Woods. Right?
Really?
Woods,
Wow.
Oliver is his positioning is so good.
Yeah.
Like right, like Bassett relies on snap downs and being able to get you out of position and wear you out. But Oliver doesn't move.
Yeah.
He just stays in good position, a good defensive position all the time, and he's super opportunistic on getting a push out here, getting a push out there.
And
Like
and
he's
that's
a
what I
tougher
mean.
man.
That's what I mean by experience versus youth. So, like I said, when we had Dake versus Parker, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought Parker was just going to out wrestle Dake, but Dake, but just mythology just picked him apart. This slowed his
Yeah,
game down to almost to nothing, and pieced him up.
I mean Dake beat him at RAF, and then Dake beat him again at the U.S. Open.
Oh, I didn't know that part. Okay. Well, that
Yeah,
solidifies that.
he beat him by more at the U.S. Open.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Yo,
yeah.
damn it, dude. Damn it. That's a you ain't on my level conversation right there. Cause like I said, this is wrestling is not MMA, right? So they don't talk shit when if Strickland dog watch Hamza, you know what Strickland's gonna be saying after the match, right?
I really, really wanted the win solely for that.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest with you,
Well,
I really wanted to win to hear him talk afterwards because it's gonna be clips and magical things said for days.
Strickland Strickland has a good chance. He really does. He really does.
We will get into that. We will get into
Oh,
that.
okay,
We will
okay.
fuck into
All right. Continue then. Go ahead.
that. Let me get through World Team Trials real quick.
All right.
Okay, so at 70 kilos, Ridge Lovett is already qualified.
Okay.
That's important because Ridge Lovett's about to make his debut at RAF. I'm pretty sure he's wrestling Punia. So he's making his debut at RAF '09.
Okay.
He won the U.S. Open. So that's good for RAF.
It's great for Raf.
Now, who he's probably going to wrestle is Landon Robideau, who just won NCAAs as a true freshman, who's also like 19 or 20 years old.
Okay. Now has that
He,
okay? You talking about at Raf?
no, I'm talking about World Team Trials.
Oh, well, okay. Go ahead.
So Robideau, if you remember right, he's one of those freshmen at Oklahoma State I was talking about. Oklahoma State, all those young freshmen.
Yep.
Robideau is one of those, like Jax Forrest, who won a national championship as a true freshman. So Robideau Lovett should be that'll be a fun Final X to watch
Okay.
at 70. 74 kilos, James Green is already qualified. The same James Green that's in RAF that lost to Sal Kazanoff,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because he won the U.S. Open.
Okay.
In a weight class where 74 kilos is also going to be crazy at World Team Trials. You got David Carr, Quincy Monday,
Mm-hmm.
Evan Wick, Cam Amin, PJ Duke, Mikey Caliendo, and Joe Seeley. That weight class is fucking stacked at World Team Trials. Now, here's the thing. There's no guarantee Carr makes it through.
Okay.
PJ Duke is an absolute animal. We all saw Evan Wick, right? He was former RAF champ.
Yep.
Quincy Monday is the son of Kenny Monday,
Mm-hmm.
a great wrestler. And then we all know who David Carr is, current RAF champ, right? So
David
for
Carr
RAF's sake,
with an asterisk Raf champ.
hey, for RAF's sake, David Carr better win World Team Trials,
Yeah. Yeah.
or they better sign some of the dudes that beat him.
Because that I mean to pause for 1 second. So that has yet to happen, but it's going to be happening real soon. Where you start
Has to.
seeing people talking about, okay, are you really the champion if you lost in other tournaments and you have the belt? That's gonna come up. That's gonna come up.
Well, that and if you do lose to somebody outside of RAF, there should be conversations about why aren't we bringing this guy into RAF?
Yeah. Because you
So
can,
both
because
sides of it.
you can't get that back until you're in another tournament where that matchup comes again, where you can make that match in RAF. You can make it. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it happens immediately. You know what I'm saying?
And me personally, these guys that are beating the RAF champs at these events should immediately be going on their Twitter like, "Yo,
I
Let me
would
get
be.
that belt. Let me get that belt, homie.
Yep. I'll be like, that check that he gets should be coming to me.
Exactly.
That'd be the first thing
Ramp,
I'll be saying.
ramp that shit through the roof.
Yep.
Get yourself a paycheck, bro. Talk shit.
Yep.
You won. You won. Talk shit. Get paid. Get a belt.
Yep. I beat his ass for free. Now pay me.
Yeah. Pay me to beat his ass again. Like that's the first thing I'd be saying. Pay me to beat this motherfucker again.
Yep.
Give me his belt.
That
Run your.
that will be one of the most viral sound bites to the first one to say it. Just like when Snyder said MMA fighters are not on my level. I don't need to fight any UFC fighter. That went viral immediately. That went viral immediately.
It's that went viral because not a single MMA fighter said, "Sure, bro." They all was like, "Yeah, you right."
Yeah, it was the perfect soundbite at the right time. At the right time.
So, yeah, 74s a must watch at World Team Trials. It's like 61 and 74. That's like one and two of the weight classes you've got to tune into before the finals at World Team Trials. Like those are two weight classes you want to watch the whole bracket. And I'm gonna be for sure, one way or the other. Whether I'm there or I'm here or whatever, I'm watching it. I'm watching all of it. I'm gonna be drunk as shit regardless. It's gonna be a good time.
Well, take notes.
79
Especially if
kilos.
they come from RAF. If any RAF matches up, make sure you make those notes so we can talk about it. But go ahead.
Yep. I might. You might even get an article on me out of that, depending on how bad it goes.
Really?
If it goes well, there's nothing to write about.
Well, yeah. Well, on top of that,
If they lose,
you have
if they lose, there's definitely something to talk about.
well, like I said, real talk. Matter of fact, this is perfect. All those hidden gems that you be keeping in your brain that you talk about at the wrong goddamn time that you should be talking about ahead of schedule. Tell your new team, hey, write this up, and we can put it out.
Hey,
Boom! Look at that. It's
I'm,
winning already.
I'm dropping some gems today on time.
Yeah, you are. I give you that today.
Okay,
You're getting better. You're getting better.
all about progress, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So 79 kilos. You got Levi Haynes, who I believe is a current world silver medalist,
Okay.
against Chance Marstetler. Chance Marstetler has beaten Jordan Burroughs before, but the dude has talent to pull a rabbit out of his hat. So that's an interesting final to watch. This is at Final X now. Okay. So I'm just trying to set this. I'm really trying to set the stage for like, hey, this is what we want to watch at World Team Trials. But I'm really trying to set the stage for Final X is going to be lit out of control. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be a barn burner. It's best out of three, so you get to see the shit twice at least. It's going to be crazy.
Hold it. So it's not a 1 day tournament, right? The best out of three?
Yeah. It's going to
Really?
start. Remember, this is the Final X last year was the first time me and you went live.
Okay.
And we
Got
did
you.
that watch party. Remember we did that watch party in my garage.
Yeah. Shit.
This year, I got the projector in the basement and this. So it'll be a lot cleaner if we did it this year than last year.
Hold on. What date is that?
June 16th, I think.
Hold on.
June 19th. June 19th.
Hold on. I might not be able to be down with you, brother. Oh, I got nationals, national qualifiers. I will be in Greenville.
For what? For Gamma?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Damn.
Solo. Record it. Record yourself doing it. So have the same setup. Just record yourself.
Maybe I can go live on Instagram or something while I do it.
Or you can do the green screen on what the fuck that's called? What's
TikTok?
that one we started on?
Oh,
The first platform we all got together on. Hold on.
Discord?
Yeah, Discord. Maybe you can go do the green screen on Discord.
I need something that lets me go live. So I need like Facebook
Yeah.
or
Facebook.
Instagram. or TikTok, something that lets me go live without needing a program to go live.
I got you.
So I'd have to like put my phone in front of me and do it off my phone, pretty much.
Okay, well, all right. So when I see you in at the end of the month, if we all go together, we'll figure it out there. We'll figure out
Okay,
what we can do so you can go solo.
all right, that worked. So then, 86 kilos at Final X. This is the match. And I still think RAF's screwing up by not making this match before June 19th. Zahid Valencia versus Kyle Dake.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now remember, Valencia beat Dake at Final X, and that's why Valencia wrestled at the World Championships last year and was the world champ. Something Dake's never done, win a world championship.
Damn. Damn. All right, that's the story. Put a pin in that and turn that into an article. Put a pin in that.
Wrote it down.
That's meat on the bone right there, buddy.
And then 92 is all right. You got Hidley. Hidley is a returning world champion.
Okay.
He's wrestling Michael Machiavellio. I expect Hidley to win that one 2-0. I expect him to win both matches. But
Hey,
then,
hold on.
yeah. Let's go, baby. Oh, my God,
Okay,
brother.
let me see if I can see their names. I can't pronounce it. Go look that up.
Don't even try to pronounce it. I'll look it
Yeah.
up real quick. I'll pronounce it for you.
No, made your
Was that
damn
on-
day, didn't it?
Was that on Instagram?
That was on Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, I told you guys 2 weeks ago that was coming.
Yep, he did. He did fight fans.
Friggin'
Hey, you got to
Oh,
give
boy,
Chris
is-
credit. He has been on it this month. He has been on it this month. I can't even get on him. He's been on it from the end of last month to this month. After RAF 08 up to now, he's been on it.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I was expecting some of those Japanese signings to be female wrestlers.
Really?
The Japanese are the best female wrestlers in the world.
Okay.
They are. Japan is at the top of the pyramid for women's wrestling. So I was expecting some. I was expecting some of the Japanese signings to be female to give the RAF champs like.
Hold on, Chris. All right, you starting to get it, brother. You starting to get how the game is played. I'm starting to like it.
You can thank Lena for that one.
Okay, well then
All
I take it back.
all
You ain't do shit.
Well, like I said, all she did was ask me what was the question that I wanted to put in the poll.
Okay.
So the question itself was me. The presentation and the idea was hers.
All right, fight fans. If you don't know, Chris finally has him a productive team to make him look good. So as much as it pains me to have to say this, I may not be talking as much shit to Chris as I usually do because he actually has people in his corner that he's recruited that actually has some sense and knows the effing game. I might have to shut this podcast down. Because if I can't talk shit to Chris, there's no reason for me to live.
Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of takes for you to talk shit about.
And that's something I probably believe. But as of right now, Chris has improved his game tenfold. Let's continue.
My learning curve is slow, but once it gets there, it is good.
I'm not gonna say all that. You're pointing out hiring skills have gotten better. I go with that.
Team management.
There you go. I can go with that too.
So I know you're going to like this next one. I know you'll like this matchup.
Okay.
At 97 kilos,
Okay.
Kyle Snyder,
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Buchanan.
I really do like that one.
I know you would.
Hold on, is that their first match? No, it can't be the first matchup, right?
That's at Final X, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I like that one. Now I would like to see that.
And that's two dudes in RAF too,
Yeah.
right? Buchanan's pretty low. Like when they made light heavyweight 215, and all those guys dropped down from heavyweight, Buchanan went down pretty low in the rankings because he's the least one of the least accomplished guys internationally in that weight class.
Yeah.
Not a knock on Buchanan because that weight class is absolutely belligerent, but this will be a good test for Buchanan to see if he can compete in that weight class as a whole at RAF.
But at least Buchanan put himself in the position to be recognized as a viable matchup.
Yeah, I mean, remember we were there and watched him wrestle Jeevy,
Yeah.
which is Snyder's next opponent in RAF,
Yeah.
and it was a 3-3 criteria. It was a good
Yep.
match,
It was a great match.
and he got his ribs fucked up, but it was a good match.
Yeah. Which because of that, I would like to see a rematch because it was too close with an injury.
Yeah, and it's Buchanan probably has to beat one or two more guys to get that rematch,
Yeah.
especially if Jeevy loses to Snyder.
I got you.
He's probably got to beat like a Tazudinov. That's probably one he's got to beat. And I'm assuming he hasn't been in RAF for a while because his ribs are recovering.
Yeah.
And then he probably just like, hey, I'm injured. I'm going to heal up. I'm going to focus on the U.S. Open so I can get to Final X and try and make a world team. So
I met him. We got on the plane together, so we were in the
yeah,
line going
I
through the.
remember you telling me.
Yeah, so I asked him. I go, you good? He goes, nah, man, I'm hurting pretty bad right now. He said, so
Yeah.
it did get him. It did get him good.
Well, GB is literally known for his chest wraps,
Yeah.
and he probably chest wrapped Buchanan like 4 or 5 times in that match.
And like I
And
said,
those things.
it's not like Buchanan's a small dude. So
Well,
so look
neither
how
is GB.
powerful he must have been.
Hey, those Georgians are no joke, bud.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then at 125, so at heavyweight, Wyatt Hendrickson's in Final X. So this will be interesting. You got Cassiope, which I haven't been impressed with. He got pinned at the last RAF. I think he's the only dude to be pinned twice in RAF. Is
Really?
Cassiope.
Okay.
I think he's the only dude to be stuck twice in RAF. Kurtlet, he's from Penn State. He's all right. Gadali from the University of Michigan had a great year this year. He overperformed like crazy, beat a lot of good dudes. Don't know how good he is at freestyle necessarily, but it's interesting. And then you got the Mirasola brothers
Hold
from
on.
Penn State also.
I have a question that it just dawned on me.
Yeah.
Does the RAF record go on your wrestling record? If you lose at RAF, does that show up in your record?
I would assume it's kind of like
I
when
mean, I
guys
mean,
like
I don't mean if you're fighting an MMA fighter, then obviously they can't be, you
but
know.
what I'm saying is I think it's kind of like UFC, right? The guys have an overall wrestling record, but then they have a separate UFC record.
Yeah.
It's probably kind of the same. The RAF record's probably kept separate,
Okay.
but I expect to see a Hendrickson Paris rematch.
Yeah. I would like that.
I think that's probably what's going to happen at 125. So I mean, if you think about it, if you get Hendrickson Paris, that's an all RAF matchup at 125.
Mm-hmm.
All RAF, right? 97's all RAF. 92 has Hidley. 86 is all RAF. 74 has the ability to be all RAF, but I don't think it will be. But if Carr wins, 74 is all RAF.
Yeah.
70 has Lovett, one RAF. 65's all RAF with Woods and Bassett. 61, only if NATO or DeSanto make it will there have somebody from RAF at 61.
Mm-hmm.
And at 57, then we have someone from RAF as if Lee wins.
Okay.
But there's 10 weight classes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of them will be an all RAF matchup
Nice. I like it.
for year one of RAF. You're going to have half the weight classes are all RAF wrestlers.
That is the biggest statement of all time. Can you think of any promotion that just came out that has blown up like RAF? Bare Knuckle had problems because everybody's calling it too violent in the beginning. No one wanted to be a part of it. It took a long time for it to finally catch on and become mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Look how long it took a UFC to get where it's at, and the UFC is only 31, 32 years old. You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
I've never actually seen a bare knuckle fight. I've never seen a single one.
You should. They're pretty good. I've been there. I've been to
Yeah.
a couple. They're pretty good.
I've seen highlights of it, but I've never like. I'm just not going to pay for it. That's why.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I'll say this.
It looks entertaining.
Sometimes you get some duds like they hitting, but they're not hitting. It's look like two wild men fucking. You know what I'm saying? But then you'll get some real killers who know how to fight, and they're fighting. They're happy to be fighting bare knuckle. And then you see some
Yeah,
shit. You like, wow,
yeah.
somebody
See
gonna
some
die. Yeah,
broken noses, broken
yeah,
orbitals.
yeah. Because you think you can hit hard, but you can't. You break your hand in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be strategic in how you throw shots. And, so
Yeah.
once you know it, once you know how the rules and everything falls out, and you see it, you're like, okay, this is pretty good. So
No, but I can't really think of. I mean, you got to think about even in our lifetimes, there haven't been that many new promotions created in general.
they
But then,
just
but
RAF
then,
just
but
may
look,
get the new promotion of the year because they rank everything. So
it's
RAF just may
100%
get the
that.
fastest growing promotion. You know, as
If
a
that's an
startup.
award, if
Yeah,
that's an award, RAF's the only option.
yeah,
Like they're going to win that.
yeah.
But
But I
like,
mean, but I'm not even saying it as a wrestling promotion. That's a promotion. Period. I can't think of
yeah, I
anyone
agree
that
with you.
rolls that this fast.
Well, like, I'll take it a step further. RAF isn't just a promotion; it's a brand new professional league for a sport,
No,
right?
I mean,
So
on paper, yes, you're 100% correct.
I'm
But
just I'm just using that as a framing for the argument I'm going to make.
okay,
It's it's a legitimate professional avenue for a sport
yeah,
that didn't exist, right? It's akin to Major League Baseball for wrestlers. It's akin to the NFL for football players, right? It's the same
yeah,
idea, right? Well, Major League Rugby got created. Two professional lacrosse leagues got created.
hmm,
A pro women's softball league, a pro women's hockey league, a pro women's soccer league, right? Like MLS didn't grow like this when it first got built, right? Think about all the new professional leagues for all these other sports that supposedly can't make money and aren't popular, right?
hmm,
I personally love watching Major League Rugby. Is it as good as what they play in England and the other professional leagues around the world? Absolutely not,
not even close.
right? So
I didn't even think that I would be into rugby like I am now,
I love it,
and
dude.
I'm hooked on the women. I'm like they be getting it to the point they have a
70,
new tournament where they got two rugby guys colliding. It's like slap
yeah,
up for the yeah when they
and
running.
it works.
Yeah, I'm like what
Those guys might be the craziest sons of bitches alive. To
ever
be fair,
ever
I'm
ever.
not doing that.
Yo, first of
Doing
all,
that. I'm
first
not
of
doing
all,
that.
first of all, you're not
That
getting
might
you're not
that
getting
might be
two.
worse. That might be worse than the pro slap league, dude.
It may be worse than football because first of all, you got two guys who literally know what they're doing, and their job is to stay standing at the hardest and fastest they can go and still stand on their feet.
Should
Somebody's
should
gonna
we
die.
consider that? Should we consider that a combat sports league at this point?
Considering the amount of impact, yeah,
I'm just saying, right?
it can go towards
If
combat.
that if that pro slap league is considered combat sports, I feel like that one has to be.
Yeah,
They're basically just doing a wild ass rugby version of the Oklahoma drill, dude.
yeah.
They're insane.
I Not in a million years. I like I said
I see.
in my hardcore years where I was fearless. That's still a no. That's
No,
still a
I'm not
no.
doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like I watch those dudes running each other. It's like they're running full speed, and all of a sudden some dude just goes stiff. Boom, over he
Yep,
goes. I'm like, no,
because the impact, it don't matter where you get hit. The impact is knocking you out. One of you is going to sleep. One of you is going to sleep. And if they're both standing, they're monsters.
yeah, that's a no for me, big dog.
Yeah, dude. If two big dudes collide at that speed with that force and they're both still standing, lock them both up. That means tasing won't stop them, right? Right. A 22 ain't gonna stop them. A 38 may not stop them, right? 45 and above,
Yeah,
shotgun
you're gonna need a
shells and armored vehicles is stopping them.
yeah, you're gonna need a gun with a bullet with a caliber that starts with a 4 for sure.
Yeah, exactly. At minimum, starts with a 4.
Jesus. Yeah, I saw some of those highlights on Instagram. I was like, fuck that.
Yep. When
I'll
you
watch it. I'll watch the shit out of it though.
Yeah, when you get other men who are confident as being men to go fuck that, that means it's crazy. That
Yeah,
means it's crazy.
I'm trying to live.
Because normally you can dare most men to try most things in reason. In reason. They go, I think I
Yeah.
can survive that. But when they flat out say hell fucking no from the jump, it's crazy. It's beyond crazy.
Yeah, that sport is unreasonable.
Yeah. And it's growing. And the chicks are growing with it. They're like, hey, they got some badass chicks over there. But I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because those dudes are crazy, dude. And they're all like Samoan.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it kills me when you see the Europeans and the Americans go over there and think they're gonna handle some shit and get folded. Folded.
There's some dudes that can do it, but it's like you better be a Viking. You better be like Polish or like Norwegian. Like you better be like the mountain from Game of Thrones, dude.
I'll give you a Marine Corps story about Samoans, right? So we work. I was embassy duty, so it was in Paris, working at the embassy. So a Samoan got his visa denied, and his mom was in the hospital. So for whatever reason, right? So he protested. He goes, "I'm not leaving till I get a visa." Right. First of all, he was giant. He was he was as big as he was tall. Right. Happened to be the day I'm the I'm the roving Marine on duty. Right.
Oh,
So
good. Oh, good for you.
yeah. Good times. They called me down. Right. I go, who? Who? Him? They goes, yeah. I said,
No.
right. So I walked up to him, right, and I asked him what the problem was, and he told me, calm as nice he can be, nice as he can be, the nicest. If you'd have met him anywhere else, you go, this guy's a sweetheart. Anywhere else on
Yep.
the planet, right?
Gentle Giants.
Yep. But he says, I need to get home to my mom. She's in the hospital. They won't give me a visa. I'm not leaving till I get a visa. So to me, that's a threat, right? I go, um, They've already asked you to leave. You have to go. He goes, I understand. That's all he said. I was like, fuck. Fuck. So immediately, so it's a 30 man debt now, right? Immediately I called the regional security officer. I said, here's what we got going on. Right? He's about 6'6", 6'7". Three,
Like
three, three
three
forty.
thirty,
Yo,
40, yeah.
340, 350 easy Samoan. Right? In flip flops. Let me be clear. In flip flops. Right?
And he'll still fuck you up in flip flops.
Yeah, it gets better. It gets better. Right? He says, okay. So this is back in the 80s. So all our beepers go off. That's a react. Right? That means we all got to show up to the central location. All right. Gunny gets there. Edie, what's the situation? I say nothing. I just point. I go, that over there. He looked and go, are you shitting me? He goes, I am not, sir. Let me tell you the story. And I told him. I said, he's very nice about it. He didn't raise a hand. He didn't do anything. He just says he's not leaving. Right? So by then we had like 15 Marines show up. Right? And we all said the same thing. I go, you shitting me? I go, I am not. Right? So now it became a game like, who's going first? So Edie, you first on the scene. I was like, shit. So I lost a bet, right? So I had to walk up to him, baton in hand, and he goes, look, now we're going to have to insist that you leave. I'm saying it calm, not yelling, not my normal Marine Code voice, because my finger was a bit tight. Right? He goes, once again, I understand. Right? That's all he did. And when he was talking, he had his hands like this. After the second I understand, he put his hands to his side. Right then, I knew engagement was about to happen. Right? Yo, here's why I love being a Marine. Right? Regardless of the situation, when it pops off, it pops off. So now I had my baton out, and I said, look, man, this got to happen.
I
And
don't want to do this, but I have
yep, and
to.
now he didn't say anything, right? I gave a strike to his leg with all I had. I was 170 then, so, little size on me, right? All I had, he didn't even flinch. I couldn't tell on his face, in his eyeballs, if he even felt it. After the first strike, we had 14 Marines running in his direction, right? He was kindly pushing Marines off him. Now, he didn't throw not one punch because we were armed. We were armed, right?
Yeah.
He threw not one punch and was still getting us out his way, right? By time we got him down, it had to be at least 8 of us that finally was able to take him down to one knee. To one knee, right? Finally, we got him out the building, right? Know what he said when he got outside? Eventually, after us huffing and puffing, he goes, I could not let my people know that I didn't try to get home. He couldn't just walk out and not try to get home. It was nothing in him that could let him not try to do all he could to get home, right? And I was like, he could have killed us if he was mad.
Yep.
If
If
he
you
was
wanted to.
seriously mad, first of all, I've been the first one hit. I'd have shot him, right? He done hit me with my last dying breath. I'd have got 2 off. He was monstrous, man. So I can imagine what he was a sweetheart. So I could imagine what these rugby players are doing right now. I can imagine.
They are the nicest dudes in the world, dude.
Yeah, till they get mad.
Yeah, until you give them reason to kill you.
Yeah. What's WWE Haku? They said Haku was the most dangerous man they ever met. Literally.
And
Literally.
probably the friendliest one I ever met.
Yeah, he said he was a sweetheart, but once he gets mad, he says, if you ain't running, you dying. One of the two. One of the two. And everybody says it. The Steiners say it. Freaking all your heavy hitters all said the same story. Him and Andre. He said you mess with Andre
Well,
and he gets mad, he'll kill you.
Andre's 7'7", bro.
Yeah, it wasn't the size, it was the strength. He said he was so ungodly strong. He said it was unreal.
First of all, I'm not messing with a dude that's literally 2 feet taller than me, dude. It's not happening.
Dude, I thought I was a badass until I met that kind ass Samoan, and he took my best strike with a weapon like he wasn't even there.
He was like, what are you hitting me with? What is this? What is this nonsense?
That shook me to my core. The only thing I had in my favor is I had 14 other crazy men coming towards my rescue. I like if he grabs me, then what? I mean, I didn't get two off. That's all I got. I'm getting two. Trust me, I'm getting two
You
off.
hit him. You hit him. The rest of the Marines are like, Eddie's about to die. Run.
Yeah. Nah, we ain't gonna run now. We gonna take an L together. But
No, I mean run towards him because he's about to die.
oh no, they when I after I hit them, it was game on. They're like, okay, time to go to work. But they let me do the first one though, and and then the jokes came afterwards. After we got done and we got him out, they picked on me the whole night. They said that he would have killed you. You know, he'd have ate you. He'd have ate you. But that's my story. I got tons of them. All right, let's switch
Yeah.
gears. RAF 09, man. Let's talk about it.
Pretty solid card.
Awesome card.
I I I am excited to see Snyder wrestle GV.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
All right, let's let's
We got
let's 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 go with this one. Give me give me your match of the night. Who would you put if you had to make a bet? Who would your match of the night be?
Ooh. Let's see. That's tough. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Nolf, Nolf Minto has the opportunity to be really, really good.
Now pause for 1 second. Out of all these matches, Nolf and Minto is the only match I heard outside of a RAF conversation, which means it wasn't in the RAF chat. It was someplace else in a whole different RAF. I mean not RAF wrestling conversation, and that
Yep.
match came up. That's why that made me think about asking you that question. So the fact you
That's
said them first is pretty impressive.
that's got an opportunity to be a really good match. Um, Honestly, Ket Kaizen versus Georgios. Georgios is the current world champ. I mean, if Ket Kaizen's on one, that could be a super exciting match as well.
Well, Kikaza need to be on one.
He's gonna have to be.
All that momentum. He back. I'm not saying he back to square one, but he technically had his shot. So he had to work
Well,
his he had to work his ass off to get back to that shot again.
I mean, think about it. He earned his shot, took it, didn't win,
Yeah.
and to be honest, he didn't fall that far off because Raft rewarded him with the other world champion in his weight class.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Now, does Valencia have to wrestle the winner of this match in order to get Dake, or are they going to finally let Valencia wrestle Dake? Or
I
are they
don't think
going to
Valencia
figure?
has to wrestle. I think he can get Dake.
Well, I mean, Final X is going to tell us that, right?
Yeah. 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 You know
If
what?
he beats Dake at Final X, they're going to have to let him wrestle for the belt at that point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Damn it. Put a pin in that. That's another story. Damn, we got
And
stories
then
for days, man. Coming out of Final X.
and then the winner, I would say the winner of this match is probably going to be Valencia's first title defense.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see it playing out. Yeah,
Okay.
86 kilos weight class.
So let me throw this other question at you. Right? Is Snyder the face of RAF now?
Yeah, he he's got the right combo, dude. He talks just enough. Every one of his matches are exciting.
And
Like
and
every match he's wrestled at RAF has made the crowd go absolutely apeshit.
and they're the right matches. Because first of all, I'm not even gonna say those matches are cheap because I know they're not. Right? You're paying top tier for top tier talent. You simply just are. I don't care how much you love it, how much you're doing it for the sport. First of all, everybody who's competed at events has been from another country. So, yeah, you paying,
Yep. Well,
and
that's the
he
thing. Right?
and he's delivered on every one of them.
Well, that's the thing, right? He hasn't even wrestled. So RAF announced yesterday that Sadulayev is going to be the main event for their first international RAF event.
Oh, okay.
Sadulayev is in Snyder's weight class.
So did they say where they're going to have their international?
They didn't, they didn't say where it's going to be yet. They have said that Sadulayev is going to be the headliner. Is going to be the main event. And Chad told me that when Snyder and Sadulayev do eventually match up, it will be a main event.
Nice.
He
I
said
mean,
they are, his direct quote, they are a main event. It wasn't, they should be, it wasn't, it could be. He said they are a main event.
so
He said it with his chest.
we have now reached a level to where you can say Snyder is a main event, and I would agree with you. We have
He
now
absolutely
reached
is.
it. You have now reached it
Hey, dude,
because
I wish,
I didn't care
I
about
wish it
his
was there.
matchups. I cared about will fans engage because it's him. The answer is yes now.
I wish you were at RAFO 08.
Okay. Oh, in the crowd.
When Snyder wrestled and had made that comeback, that was the loudest I've ever heard a crowd at a RAF event ever. And to be honest with you, it was loud enough to rival some professional sporting events I've been at. That building was shaking. It
Okay.
was crazy. The atmosphere was like every time Snyder wrestles, the buzz in you can feel the buzz in the crowd ramp up before the match even starts. And then as he gets going, the crowd just goes.
Okay. So here's the big question. Who was in the after fight press conference? After the after match press conference? Who were your stars?
There was only two.
And they were?
There's only two wrestlers. It was Snyder and Armand.
Okay. There you go. That's how you tell
That was
who's the
it.
who's the ones that are in the spotlight is who you have in their family mainly first or the whole time. The fact that you had those two, all you need to know.
Snyder had the match of the night at RAF 08.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was everything about that, the wrestling, the fans, everything about that match was the energy was through the roof. Like it was actually almost a letdown to watch Armin and Faber after it.
Well, yeah.
The
Armand knew
atmosphere in the
that.
building, the atmosphere in the building like died until Armand took him off the stage,
And
which
Armand
I
knew he
believe is
probably had to.
which I believe is why Armand took him off the stage. I know he did it on purpose.
Well, yeah, I know he did it on purpose too, but after hearing what Faber was saying, I said, okay, now I know why he took him off.
That shit was funny as fuck though.
It was. It was, man. It was. I had to
Two Armenian
admit,
chicks,
that
the
was a
two
good one.
Armenian chicks on the airplane story. That shit was funny as
Yeah,
hell, dude.
that
I
that
was
was a good
God.
one. I said, okay, he's gonna pay for that, but that's funny. That's funny.
But it is a bad look when in the press conference you also say that you're going to hurt him, and then you take him off the mat. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he's getting. I mean, he's getting tired of it. See, here's what we don't understand. We think we can treat people from other countries like they're Americans. They don't think like we think. Me and you can talk shit to each other all day long. And we can even cut deep. But we know we're just talking shit.
Yeah.
They take it personal. I've seen
Not,
coaches square off against refs. I've seen it all when it comes to people from other countries. They take disrespect way different than we do. They just do. And they don't have no filter between it's just an event and it's a fight. It's a very fine line. It's a very fine rules don't apply when they get mad. It just don't.
yeah. Marab gets it because he's been in the U.S. for 20 years, but
But yeah, but he
the rest of
was
them don't.
he picked a group and they taught him to be okay with it. That don't mean
Yeah,
that's everybody.
he picked construction workers.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you're
yeah,
good.
yeah,
You're gonna learn some shit about some shit being a construction worker.
yeah. And that don't even mean he don't have his limits too. He probably do. It'll take a little bit longer to get there. But
But
they
I mean,
was
he gets it.
throwing Armand's been getting these real jabs between Giorgio and Faber. He like, all right, look, you just not gonna do that to me all day and think you gonna get away with it now.
But you know what? I'd expect him to understand from Faber because they're both UFC guys. You know what I mean? Like
But
Armand knows the game at this point. Let's be real.
but to him it's Faber. He
And
like,
and Faber and Faber didn't even talk about his family. You know,
well, but you know,
Faber left Faber left wife and kids out of it.
yeah, but hey, well, you see what happens. You go into the crowd. Now the only thing is that what we just said is maybe a good reason why he got Muggsy, because Muggsy ain't gonna say shit.
Muggsy's gonna, bro. Think about this. This like I get why they did it, but then think about this. That's the opening match on the card. You took Armand, who's been the main event for 3 RAFs in a row, right?
Uh huh.
And now he's the very first fight on the next card.
First of all, I'm not gonna say I even know why they did it. I'm saying I hate to
I
say
know
it
why they
because
did it.
I hate to say it because Muggsy's my guy.
I
I'm
know why they
saying
did it.
I'm saying Armand said, look, Armand, you're gonna have to take this L right quick. So you fighting Muggsy. I hate to say it that way because Muggsy's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? But to go from the top of the card to the first card of the night from somebody on the star level is kind of a blow.
That's why I'm saying it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So it's kind of a blow. So they're saying, yeah, we're going to keep you on because everybody loves you. Your numbers are good. Blah, 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 blah. But here you go. Here you
I
go.
mean, they probably told Armand, you're going to take one for the team this card
Yeah.
because Muggsy's got numbers.
Yeah. 100%.
But outside looking in, what what main eventer goes to the first fight of the night in any promotion? Oh, zero, none of them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, I mean, and to be honest, they didn't even need him because the card's stacked.
And you know what? You are
They could
100% correct.
they could tell
Which
him take an event off, take a break, bud.
which made me ask two. Cause yeah, when you said that, it made me ask two questions when I was thinking about it. Okay, do they have so many matches in their contract where they say, hey, I have a four fight contract, a 3 fight contract, or blah blah blah, like you do in UFC? Because when these guys are showing up almost every raft, either because they're there, the numbers go through the roof, and they can't afford not to have them on there, which by this point shouldn't be even be an issue, right? But Armand has damn near been on the last three, easy. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? He don't need the money, right? And it's not like he's fighting the top guys. He's fighting Muggsy coming up. He fought Faber before that. Giorgio was the perfect storm, right? But before that, we thought that was garbage too. When we first saw the matchup, we like why? You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I mean, to be honest, even the first match with Giorgio, it was garbage
hmm,
until he punched him.
yeah.
The match itself was not good.
Hmm. Now the second one was better, but
Second match was better.
still, still, Armand is supposed to be, a number one, and he hasn't
The,
fought a number one opponent yet.
the Faber match wasn't good, and now he's wrestling Muggsy, which isn't gonna he's gonna kill Muggsy. He's gonna murder him.
Now I understand he's still under contract, so he can't get injured, but being injured in RAF is few and far between. Few and far between.
Yeah, it's hard.
Unless somebody takes a page out of his book and throw him in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you get your freak accident like an ACL or something just from happenstance, but
Yeah.
the physicality of it's not going to put you out for months.
Not somebody of that level. You know what I'm saying?
Not unless you get like a freak, like two dudes shoot at the same time and a forehead hits a nose and you get a
Yeah, you
broken nose.
get a cut or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, like, but for the most part, wrestling's physical, but it's more like wrestling wears on the body over time. It's not like you don't get a lot of acute injuries. You get a lot of like wear and tear injuries over time. You know what I mean?
And you don't get a surprise in wrestling like you do in like boxing, where you ain't see that shot coming. You know what I'm saying? You probably see it coming. You probably can't do shit about it, but you see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, okay.
Well,
Where you put Woods right now? Is he back on the come up, or you think he's still struggling?
I mean, at this point, I mean, him and Bassett for the belt's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the gap between Bassett and Woods and everyone else in that weight class is like, especially with Oliver moving up, is pretty significant.
Okay. Another question. What's the appeal to RAF for Woods? Because I know, I mean, he's popular, but to me, he's not that popular. But it's obvious they got an appeal for Woods.
Um, I think I think he bought it at the beginning and he's being rewarded for it. And that's the
Okay.
appeal to it.
Okay.
He gets he gets rewarded for loyalty. You know, I think clearly he bought into it initially because of his loyalty towards Izzy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's more it. Yeah. Okay.
And I think part of the appeal of Raph is he just wants to help one of his mentors be successful, and he wants to participate in it and help it grow and help Izzy achieve the dream he's trying to achieve with it. You know what I mean?
Shit, is he
That's
on
why.
top of the world? Is he on top of the world right now? What is he got to worry about? He's on top of the world
Yes,
right now.
it's about building the foundation for sustained success.
He just got three Japanese wrestlers getting ready to hit RAF. What else is next? What else is next? You tell me. You tell me.
Well, maybe we'll stop bombing Iran and we can get the Iranians in, and then really get Raph going.
I guess if we see Trump in the audience, then I guess that'd be a conversation.
Yeah, fucking
All right.
peace
All right.
deal sign with Iran. Have a Raph event on the White House lawn like UFC.
All right.
Stack it with Iranians to prove a point.
That'd be hilarious. All right. Do you see Covington and Weidman going three?
Um, no.
Because the last time Weidman entered the UFC, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. He got
I
he
don't.
got he had to pretty much
I
bow
think
out.
I think it all comes down to, is his knee going to survive? Is his leg going to survive? Is his knee going to survive? Covington's a pretty good wrestler and he's in pretty good shape still.
I'm not.
You
I'm
haven't seen,
not even looking at surviving. I think Weidman maybe should be just be gun shy. He's gonna be hard to He ain't gonna shoot like he want to shoot. He ain't gonna do what a normal wrestler would do. I think he's gonna be gun shy.
Who, Covington or Weidman?
Weidman.
Oh, I agree with you. Oh, they signed Higuchi, bro?
Huh?
Get the fuck out of here.
Say that again.
They signed Higuchi? No way. That's a huge signing.
Okay.
Kiyuka? Dude, bro, these are big signings.
Are they?
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
I got to try and spell this shit for our audience real quick.
Good luck.
Yeah, dude. Higuchi's a big signing, dude.
That's not the guy from
I'll,
Penn State, is it?
no, that's Ono.
Okay.
Which you would think he would have been a no-brainer to sign since he's already in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Higuchi is the current Olympic champion.
Okay. What's their weight?
Higuchi should be 135.
Okay.
He
All three,
won. He
all three
won.
were like 135.
He was a world champ at 61 kilos in 2022, and he won silver at 57 kilos in 2016 at the Olympics, and won gold at 57 kilos in the 2024 Olympics. So he's an Olympic gold medalist, an Olympic silver medalist, and a world champ, and he'll be in bantamweight.
Wow. All right. So give me your RAF dream matchup with him.
Well, 130 bantamweight's not that stacked right now, but
Okay.
I'd probably put him against DeSanto based on who's in RAF right now, or maybe actually put him against Spencer Lee. Have a rematch of the 2024 Olympic finals.
Okay. I can see that. That's enough of a curiosity buzz that people will
Lee's
get
0
on board.
1.
Yeah.
Lee's 0 1 at RAF. Lee likes to get thrown in headlocks at the last second, apparently, every time he wrestles. So if you put him against Higuchi, at least you got the storyline of the Olympic finals rematch.
Yo. RAF's about
Like
to
everyone
kill it.
forgets, Spencer Lee's an Olympic silver medalist. He just hasn't looked like it since the Olympics.
But it begs to out of every sport, wrestling is usually the sport that's the most consistent. Out outside of injury, wrestlers usually maintain a pace where if they're winning, they still win the majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? But to get a slide and start losing back to back to back, that's you don't hear that too often.
Well, it happens more than you think.
Okay. Well, you don't hear about
Like
it. It's not
some
like
dude,
let's say, like I said, it's not like MMA where your L's are highlighted. Well, if you take an L in MMA, it's gonna be highlighted. Where that doesn't happen in wrestling.
well, it might happen more now that RAF's a thing.
Yeah. Well,
But
at least for me anyway, because I'm gonna say it.
you'll see guys who look absolutely unbeatable for like a 2-year span, 3-year span. And then it's like overnight they forget how to wrestle. It's crazy. Like you'll see a dude like 3-time world champ or some shit, and then he won't even place at the Olympics. You're like, what the fuck? The dude's two out last 3 years he's won the world championships, and then he goes out in the Olympics and shits the bed.
And no one's having these conversations, so no one's bringing him into the interview and go, "Hey man, what happened? Who's doing that?"
I'm
You know
going
what
to
I'm saying?
send
Every other sport it happens, but it doesn't happen in wrestling.
I'm sending Sam some names. I'm going to try and get. I'm going to send him Snyder, Rutherford, and Parker as options 1A, 1B, and 1C, and see which one answers. And maybe we'll get lucky, and all three of them will.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got this far.
Maybe
Like I
we'll get
said,
extra, maybe we'll get extra lucky, and one of them be willing to come on and do a live one on the podcast.
I can't knock your, like I said, your thinking process because you called it. You says it will be complete when they get Japanese wrestlers in RAF. Here you go.
They got the Russians. Now they got the Japanese, and they don't even have all the Japanese yet. They don't even have all the good ones yet. That's just the first taste. It'll really be complete when the Iranians show up.
Yeah.
Then you can say, once they finish the Japanese out and the Iranians show up, you can legitimately say RAF is the only legitimate wrestling promotion on planet Earth, and it's at the same level as any other wrestling event on the planet.
I'm saying that now. I'm saying that now.
Well, what I'm saying is they don't have enough of the Japanese yet, and they don't have any Iranians yet. So,
Well, I mean,
so I was just saying, as a wrestling fan, if I still want to see the best matchups possible on the planet, I still have to watch the World Championships.
yeah,
I can't watch RAF yet.
yeah, agreed. Because you're only going to get 12 matches in RAF, you know.
Right.
But the only thing is, you can get the match you want. If say we said two names and it went viral, right? Everybody wanted to see it. There's a good chance we could see it. That's what I like about RAF. There's a good
I
chance
agree.
we can see the match that we can ask for, and there's a good chance we'll get it.
I
Versus
agree with that.
watching a tournament where they watch the whole tournament and hope we get to see the match we're trying to get, and it may be match 130. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, but like I said, I'm just saying I'm saying from a wrestling fan perspective. If I'm trying to watch the best wrestling in the world right now, this second, I still have to wait and watch the World Championships.
okay. Well, based on what you just said, agreed. You said some of the strongest matches that I now recognize now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, I can see that match. I can see that match. I can see that match. So, all right, what else you got?
Goaded, what African wrestlers are you talking about, bro?
Oh, the chat's finally kicking in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
what?
forgot. I forgot about the chat. Oh shit, the chat's been talking.
Yeah, you said what about Puerto Ricans? I'm like, well, they're Americans, so we got some of them in there. But like besides the Egyptians, like what African wrestlers? There
Yeah, I was
aren't
like,
any.
who's in the chat being racist? No, but stop.
No, he's trying to get the Africans in. He's trying to help you.
From who? I'm trying to think. From who? Who? Name a African wrestler. I don't know any. Do you?
No, because there aren't any.
Here you go.
Like I don't even know. I'd have to go look at the brackets of the African championships to even figure out if they can fill whole weight classes. Like I don't even know. And I watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, you
And
do.
you know what's not on my to-do list? To watch the African championships.
First of all, is there an African championship for wrestling?
There is, yeah.
Because we just got MMA not too long ago. So
Well, every continent has its championships. Europe has them.
okay.
Has them. Africa, Asia, right? The reason why the Asian ones are good is because you got the Japanese, you got the Mongolians. Like wrestling is their national sport. Like the Mongolians really love wrestling.
I got you.
But you got like Qatar and all the Middle East countries that all the Russians moved to when Russia couldn't wrestle anymore, basically. So,
Hey,
it's a little
chat.
more
I'm,
Turks.
I'm glad you efforts finally found us again. It was a little bit empty in here for a good minute. Chumps. Hold it. Trisha, your mom in here? I got to keep watching my mouth. Make sure your mom ain't in there. You
My
know me.
mom cusses more me, dude. My
Uh,
mom cusses more than me. You're fine.
oh, okay, we're good. Hey, mom. Hey,
My mom
mom.
cusses pretty
Freaking
good.
Chris is finally doing something worth talking about, so you can almost be proud of him again. Almost, not quite yet. Almost.
But yeah, so, like when it comes to wrestling, the Asian championships, the European championships, and the American ones are really the only ones worth watching currently.
Gotcha.
Like Asia has Mongolia, Japan, Iran, and then for some reason North Korea shows up randomly with good wrestlers every
Gotcha.
like 5 or 6 years. They randomly, and then you never see the wrestlers again after that.
Okay.
It's like they pay them off for winning gold, and they go, "You're retired now. Disappear. National hero. Never
Well,
wrestle or see anybody again."
I guarantee if they win gold, they got paid. They got paid pretty good.
So, and then Europe's Europe, obviously.
Yeah.
They got the Russians and everybody else. I mean, Ukrainians. But and then America is really just. It's really not even the North American championships. It's really United States. Mexico every now and then shows up, but like we have the Pan Am Games.
Yeah.
That's North and South America
Right. So
and Central America.
I'm just waiting for 2028 when MMA hits the Olympics, and I'm going to be there as Coach Mother effing D. Then I can stroke and
That's gonna,
pass out.
so Juliev's going to be the main event at the first international RAF event. Goaded.
Okay, are they
Yeah.
stating that for this year?
Well, maybe.
Okay.
I know at least until RAF 12, it's going to be in the United States.
Gotcha.
And I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to make any international events for a while. It's
Well, I
going to
mean,
be a couple.
until we get some of these things under control, gas is going up and yada yada yada. We might not even be able to get to go. I mean, visa. I'll be shocked. No, I can't say be shocked, but if we put on a full international card for Raft and nobody has any visa issues, I'll be impressed.
Well, I mean, if they hold the event in a, an international event will be pretty easy because Americans don't have problems getting visas.
Yeah, yeah, we don't. But if we try to hold an international tournament here, it's hard.
Well, no, the international event will be in a foreign country,
I got you.
so it won't be that big of a problem.
I would like to go for the first one. I would like to go. If we know about it in enough time, we could do a
Well, I mean, they already announced they're 3 events ahead, right? We're about to do '09. They already got 12 announced. You have to imagine by the time 12 happens, they'll have 13, 14, and 15 announced.
yeah. I'm talking about the international one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would imagine we'll have a 3 or 4 month lead time on when we know it's coming,
Yeah.
at least,
So
right?
we can have your potential daughter-in-law do a bake off so we can raise some money.
Get some sponsors, bro. That's what we need.
Yeah. So yeah, we can. Hey, if we do what we supposed to do, I don't see no reason. A fans,
We're on the
last
come up.
month we hit 1 million views. Our first million views, y'all. We getting there. So get ready. We better turn it up a notch.
So go to ask if I have any inside information about RAF 12. Um, I'll tell you this: they're the arena is already upgraded. They're going to be at the Cleveland Cavaliers Stadium. So RAF 12 is happening in an NBA stadium. So they're clearly expecting at least 15,000 people,
Yep.
which would be absurd. That's like that's like the average attendance of a Major League Baseball game or an NHL game. So that's legit. That's big time. That's probably the average attendance of a UFC event, to be honest.
Well, what I'm looking at is I can't even imagine the card that's going to be.
It,
Now I don't care
what
about
I'm
Nichols.
hoping, what I'm hoping is that it's their anniversary event. Chad already said it's going to be a spectacle. It's going to be an event. It's not going to just be a wrestling match. It's not just going to be a normal promotion event. He says it's going to be an event. It's going to be it's going to be a spectacle, right? So if you're going to do that, then the card has to be astronomical, right?
Yeah.
That means belt matches left and right. The
So
biggest names it's going to be belt matches left and right.
what if they let the fans pick one match and go, hey fans, vote, you get to pick your match, and whoever the fans pick, they get on there. That'll blow through the roof. That'll blow through the roof.
That would help. But picture like picture like
All right. Let's name a couple. So Stevenson versus Wyatt. That's one. Who else?
that's what I'm saying. Picture RAF 12 of Stevenson Hendrickson,
Yeah.
Snyder
Yeah.
Sadulayev.
What if they hold Bo versus Woods to the end of the year?
I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, I don't think it would either, but
Because Woods is wrestling for the belt next RAF anyway.
yeah, he is. That's right.
Dake Valencia,
Yeah, I like that.
right?
All right, chat. Give us who would you want to see? Who would you want to see, chat? Give us some matchups.
You could do. Oh,
Covington
you
versus who?
you could
Versus
do.
Armand. Covington versus Armand.
That would be a good. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
You could. Oh, the new Japanese guy versus Lee.
Okay. You think that'll last to the end of the year? I think they could probably get him going as soon as possible.
Yeah, Higuchi versus Lee. You could have that on there, or versus Santo for the belt. Either one.
It said Forrest versus Bassett. What you think of that?
Uh, they're not in the same weight class. They wouldn't be in the same weight class.
Yeah.
But you could get like Jax Forrest versus Higuchi. That would be bananas.
Okay.
Or Forrest versus Lee. Like, but
Chat. The only match could be made for Nichols is Romero. That's it. Other than that, fuck him.
I think you could put him against Chimaev.
Who? No, you can't.
I think you could.
No, you can't. That would be rewarding him for bad behavior. Nope. Not at all.
Or it'd be telling him, this is how you get back in our good graces. You go out
Now
there and you smash Chimaev.
now we're getting one of the hottest names to enter RAF after all the shit he don't pull. Hell the fuck no.
I mean, it's a great
I would
crossover
I
match.
would I would give him Muggsy. I would say
It's a
you fight Muggsy at the first fight of the night.
it's a
If he
great crossover.
if he takes it, then I will take him seriously.
It's a great crossover match.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's a great crossover match that he don't deserve.
Dessert.
You 100% correct.
Since when has matchmaking been about who deserves anything?
Okay, first of all, deserving and shit in the bed is two different things. Nichols has shit the bed. That's different than is an MMA guy versus a wrestling guy. Like when we did Machado versus Snyder. I get what you were saying, right? But they're still two popular fighters with good standings. A wrestler with good standings and an MMA guy with good standings. Bo doesn't have any good standing right now.
I mean, you could put Chimaev against Sadulayev.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
that would be bananas.
That'd be crazy.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
I mean, I agree.
He said
Ferrari and
Ferrero versus Younger. What's that one, Chris? I don't recognize it.
I mean, I get they're both heavyweights at NCAAs, and they were talking some pretty mad shit to each other after NCAAs.
Really? Okay. Who won? Who won that one? Or neither one? They were two different classes. They're two different.
I think Batista won that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that'd be a good one. I wouldn't do it for RAF 12.
Yeah. I hear you on that one.
I'd do it for like a normal. I got like a maybe like RAF 10 in St. Louis because Ferrari was at Nebraska and Batista was at Iowa State, so it's geographically makes sense.
You think Marab versus Cejudo for RAF 12?
No, I
No.
I think I think RAF 12 because of the spectacle they're going to make it. I me personally, I want to see 12 of the most elite, maybe even more than 12. Maybe you start the event early and you have 14, 15 matches. Who knows? Right? Maybe like when you say make it a spectacle, right?
Okay.
But use it to actually like say, hey, this is our 1 year anniversary. Use it to highlight your champions. Put every
Talk about all your wrestling champions.
Yep, put every single belt on the line. Put them all on the line. Men's and women's. That'll give you 13 matches.
No, no.
Put,
You say damn near all wrestling card. Fuck that.
yeah.
No, that
Well,
didn't that because what you're saying is that wrestling got them to where they are right now, and that's not true. It wasn't just wrestling that got them there; it was MMA fighters that got them there too. So you can't say at the pinnacle, MMA fighters don't need to be there. That's fucking crazy right there, dude.
no, no, no. I'm saying bring them. Bring them. Have them in the stands. Have them on the microphones. Have them
Get the
fucking.
fuck. See now you
I'm sure.
bullshitting, Chris. Once again, you fucking up again. You just can't help yourself.
Look, there's eight.
No,
There's
are
eight
you
men's
being
weight.
are you sitting there and telling me that RAF got to where they are just on wrestling true
No,
wrestlers alone?
that's not
No,
what
they
I'm
did
saying.
not.
That's not
You
what I'm
mean they
saying.
don't deserve MMA fighters don't deserve to be at the biggest event of the year?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
Sound like
saying
that's what you're saying.
there's eight men's weight classes and three women's weight classes.
But we
At
already
your
established that MMA fighters should not be going for belts. We already established that. So where they going
at
to be?
your
So where they going to
what I'm
be?
saying at your pinnacle event, put all the belts on the line,
No,
and
I
you want to
get
put
what you're saying, but then
have an that still
where are
leaves
the
room.
MMA fighters going to be?
Still leaves one or two matches for MMA fighters.
Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. Hell no.
That still leaves. That
Hell
still leaves
no.
like two,
Nah, you talking that shit again. Talking
no.
that
That's
shit
what they
again.
do on average.
It's
On average,
like I said, it's like you working for the company, right? Doing all the work, and then
no.
at the end of the year, I take all the credit. I
On
take all the
average,
credit.
there's two MMA fights a card.
Two or
On
three,
average.
yeah. But like I said, you
So
saying all your belts at the top. So where are these MMA fights going to be?
if you put all the belts, I said put all the belts on the line.
Okay, on the
Is what I
line.
said.
Okay.
So that's 11 matches if you put every single belt on the line. They've had 13 match rafts before. That leaves you two matches to put two big name MMA fighter, four big MMA fighters on the card.
All right. Would you accept Snyder versus Hamzat?
No, I would want to see Snyder versus Sadulayev. That's what I would want to see
All right.
because that's the premier matchup in the premier weight class in RAF.
Well, Snyder has earned it, so I can't really argue there. So
So
that's a
if you're
legit.
gonna have your pinnacle event, right, then you should match up the two most premier wrestlers in your most premier weight class at that event.
I will go 60-40. 60 wrestling and 40 MMA wrestling.
I, I don't know. I just want to see all the belts. I want to
I
see all the
get you.
belts.
I get you.
I
I
think
get you. I get
the
you.
stake the stakes of that night would be so high, knowing that every single motherfucker going out there could lose a belt.
Now, if all the belts changed hands on that night, that would be crazy.
Even if three or four of them changed hands, it'd be crazy.
Well, I mean, that's hard to say because we haven't got true belt matchups. Well, Dake has had legit belt matchups, but how many true legit belt matchups have we had yet?
Uh,
Two.
okay, every single match Snyder's wrestled.
So yeah, that's one. It's only one wrestler. Who else you got?
I agree. You asked. I'm just answering the question.
Okay.
You had Hendrickson Paris. That was a legit matchup for the belt.
Okay.
Dake in
Yeah.
multiple matches, right? I'd say some of the first matches, like Wick versus Nolf, was a legitimate matchup for a belt.
Yeah. No, we started off great, and then it kind of went. It kind of went
Uh,
star power, star power, star power. Then belts became suspect. Blah blah blah.
DeSanto NATO was a good matchup. It was a
Yeah.
legitimate matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Oliver Woods was legitimate as far as wrestling goes.
And they put Oliver Woods back in the mix. So do you think there should be a Woods Oliver 3?
Well, it's not going to happen because Oliver's up a weight class now.
Yeah, but if he
But
wasn't, if he wasn't, would you want to see a Woods Oliver 3?
no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested to see like an Oliver Zane Rutherford match at 155 for the belt.
Okay.
That'd be a legitimate belt match.
All right. Okay.
But
I have a question. How do you place Oliver? Where do you put Oliver? You put him at the top of the card as that good, or is he that
I mean, I
low?
would I would never make him a main event.
Never make him a main event, even though he got. I mean, he got plenty of wins.
No, I'd let him wrestle for the belt, but it wouldn't be a main event.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough.
He'd be like,
As long as he gets a
if,
belt shot, I'm okay with that.
yeah, I'd give him a belt shot, and like, maybe I'd if it was like a RAF where they decided that the two of the belt matches were significant. Like if you had like Stevenson, Hendrickson, Dake Valencia main co-main, or a Stevenson Valencia or a Stevenson Hendrickson Snyder Sajuliev main co-main,
Okay, I
then
got a question for you.
then
Who?
I would let maybe Oliver wrestle for a belt as the third or fourth belt match on that card.
No, I have a question. Snyder, what's his name? You said Snyder Sajulov. What did you say the guy's name was?
Sajulayev,
Sajulayev or Gable Whiteman. Which one you think would be the bigger match
like
that everybody will come to
define.
see?
I mean,
Because Gable and Whiteman is a rematch of the century now.
it's a big. Well, Sajulayev Snyder is a bigger rematch, to be honest.
Okay, so they're a rematch as well. Okay, so the battle of the rematches. I like that even better.
Sajulayev Snyder have wrestled multiple times in their
Okay,
careers.
chat. You heard the question. Which one's a bigger match? Is it Gable versus Wyatt or Snyder versus whatever Chris's guy's name is? The guy can't say correctly.
Sajulayev.
Sajulayev. Which one's bigger, chat?
In my personal opinion, Snyder Sajulayev is a match of epic proportions.
As pure wrestling, yes. Does it roll over into entertainment aspect? Not as much as Wyatt and
I
Gable does.
I think it can because Sadulayev brings in the entire international fan base.
But it doesn't bring a notoriety story that crosses over. It only stays in wrestling.
I think if someone explained the story of Sadulayev and Snyder to the average person that watches UFC or anything else, they would be very intrigued by watching that rematch.
Well, hello, Chris. How about write the story? There you go. That's your job, podcaster. Because, like I said, our
I would,
argument, I make the arguments when we talk about
when that
these
matchup,
matchups. Go ahead.
when that matchup is actually made, I will write something to lead us up to that matchup
Okay.
because we're too far out and we don't know when it's going to happen yet.
I argue with you on not wrestling itself. I argue with you on RAF
I
because
agree.
because RAF is a entertainment wrestling promotion. It's wrestling entertainment. That's really what it is. Now, do we get to
I agree.
see pure true wrestling matchups? Yes, right? But it's designed to have the entertainment flair to it. Now, what wrestling does not do yet, it does not tell stories. It does not build hype up, right? And it does not build anticipation. Only the MMA side of it does. That's the problem with RAF. That's the only problem with RAF right now. And look how far they're coming without it. But with it, they're to the moon. You still have to have that to get everybody on board. Now,
I
you as a
agree.
purist, you say you love it because you love wrestling. That's it. You don't say it because the entertainment factor is and the wow factor is going to be through the roof. You don't say that. You're a pure wrestler. I look
Well,
for, okay, where's the entertainment of a sport coming from? Because we already buy into the sport. It's not like we're not buying into the sport. We are, right? But we still want to be entertained with the show of it all. You know what I mean?
well, yeah, I agree. But like I said, like Chad Bronstein said with his chest, straight face, serious as all get out, that Snyder said Sadulayev is a main event, period, end of story. It will be a main event.
Okay, but here's the thing.
So clearly,
Snyder has earned it though.
what,
He's
right.
built the
But what
pace,
I'm saying is,
but no one else has. No one
but what I'm
else in the ref
saying
has
is,
done it yet. He's the only one.
I get that. But
Okay,
what I'm
my
saying
bad. Go
is,
ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
what I'm saying is, clearly the guys running RAF think that it will also bring the entertainment side,
There you go. That's it.
right?
You're 100% correct.
Or he wouldn't be saying it so confidently.
Yeah.
And from personal experience of every Snyder match I've watched in RAF right now, they are 100% correct.
Yeah. Like I said,
Because
I wasn't even. Nah, I'm not gonna say I wasn't looking at Snyder. I was. That's not being 100% honest, right? But I was not putting him any higher than anybody else, Dake or anybody else, or Bo or anybody else until what he did against the MMA fighters that put him in the spotlights of everybody. And now look what he's doing. He's doubled down with his wins. That
yep,
that makes him a a wrestling star. That's what made him a wrestling star. He's a wrestling. Okay, what's another word for star for wrestling? He's popular as a wrestler, but he's a star now.
yep. He's a multi-millionaire because of wrestling. That's how good he is.
Really?
He's been on the world on the international stage for a decade.
Okay, where do you get? Okay, be a multi-millionaire. Where do you get that from for wrestling?
He won a gold medal at 19 years old.
Okay, so how does that correlate to money?
So, well, one, the USOC gives every gold medalist like a 75G bonus every time they win.
Uh huh.
But sponsorships, he's got a big sponsorship with Rudis, which is basically the biggest wrestling like apparel company in the world, pretty much. Rudis is like the people to have a sponsorship from if you want to get paid.
Because I can't remember when I looked, but I did check, and I wanted to see what were the highest paid. I'm probably gonna do it again. What were the highest paid NCAA wrestlers? You know, and see what their net worth was. I did. I can't remember when I think I did it maybe when rap first came out, but I
Oh,
did
there's
see.
definitely Oklahoma State, Iowa, Penn State, and Virginia Tech now apparently are like I think Penn State spent like almost $7 million on their wrestling program last year,
Okay, yeah, on the program. I don't know about the
and
wrestlers
it
getting
made
paid.
and it made money.
I haven't heard. Matter of fact, maybe we should do that. Get your team to do that research. What are give us the top 10 NIL paid wrestlers right now, like Bo and other ones that are getting paid. I mean, right now they're making some money that equal to some of the UFC stars right now.
I think Bo Bassett when he went to Iowa and they actually remember they were going to sign him initially,
Yeah,
but Brands screwed the pooch. I'm pretty sure his NIL deal was somewhere in the $5 million
yeah, it
range.
was. He was at five something. Yeah, so I
Right.
doubt
So
I doubt they loaded him going to Tech. I'm pretty sure he still got that
right,
equally in Tech. So
and that's what I'm saying. Like Jax Forrest, like Levi Haynes, like all these dudes are making somewhere in the 2 to 3, $2 to $4 million range at least.
when you get the first, I'm only saying it this way. I don't want to think of it. When you get your first lifestyle, you're rich and famous NCAA wrestler, then that would change the game. Whoever decides to do that and go, let's take a look at this wrestler and all he's accomplished. And they showed a lavish house, nice cars, blah blah blah, endorsements. He's traveling around the world signing, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Once they show that one guy, right, it's a wrap. Because right now, who do you
Well,
hear? After a wrestler gets done with the Olympics or whatever, what do he do? They go find a school and they wrestle. They become a coach, right? They go back to
yeah,
work. You know what I'm saying? There's no retirement. There's no, I can live off my money. I can live off my investments. They go
yeah.
right back to work. So,
You know, some of these coaches at these like Cal Sanderson gets paid like $1.5 or $2 million a year to coach,
yeah.
and then like at Iowa you're making at least a mill.
But that's still no different than the basketball coach, the football coach. But they probably get paid more. But that's that's that's
I
the,
get
that's
it.
the culture of being coach of the college. So it's not. It
I,
doesn't stand out. You know what I mean?
I think this is what's going to happen if RAF does what it's supposed to do, right, and actually increases the lens and the popularity on wrestling. It's going to start turning a lot more wrestling programs in college into profitable programs, right?
Yeah.
Which will get wrestlers paid, and it will probably increase the amount of college programs at D1 level.
Okay.
So I think NIL is a downstream effect of RAF. So like I think the wrestlers, like the college wrestlers that do sign with RAF, will get more NIL deals because RAF will be paying them. Sponsorships from being a professional will happen. You know what I mean? It'll all flow downhill is what I'm saying.
Well, no, it's. I mean, it's gonna jump up. Extremely with Ralph. Ralph is gonna make college a breeding ground for the next generation of athletes to go from college into the pros. Like with football, like with basketball, like with every other
Yep.
sport, you go from college to becoming a pro at some whatever, right? Wait till
Yep.
you get your first college guys who go right from college into RAF as a pro athlete. Doesn't go anywhere else. Starts off in RAF. How that's going to come in the next couple of years, I'm willing to bet.
Well, you got a couple already.
Who?
Lucas Bird, Russell
Okay.
Last RAF.
Okay.
Um,
Well, there you go.
and you got to think about, like, I mean, Bo Bassett's already in RAF. He's not even in college yet,
He's going to be the
right?
I put a stamp that Bo is going to be the biggest wrestling star ever. Ever.
For his time, yes.
I mean, I'm going to put ever.
Well,
He's the closest. He's the Caitlin Clark to me of wrestling right now. You got a lot of talent, but look how many barriers he don't broke already.
yeah, I'm just saying he's going to be the first.
Okay.
And that at some point, as RAF grows, there will be someone bigger, right? Like there was, like for example, there was Dr. J before there was Magic and Bird.
Yeah.
There was Magic and Bird before there was Jordan.
Yeah.
But then once Jordan showed up,
Yeah.
it was
I get
RAF.
you. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
I think Bo is like the RAF version of like Wilt
Yeah. Okay, I
or
get
Bill
you.
Russell.
I get you saying. You know what?
Magic and Bird haven't come yet.
Speaking of that, there was a somebody was making a debate online about all these up and coming stars, musicians that were big as Michael Jackson, right? They were saying, look how
Not
big these are, and somebody pulled a picture out of Michael Jackson on stage, and the crowd. It was so you thought you saw a wave and not people. That's how big he says. No one would ever touch Michael before, because that was all word of mouth. Can you imagine? First of all, there would be nowhere near the many stars we have now without social media. If they
yeah,
didn't
true.
have social media today, there'd be so many stars we don't know shit about. Maybe we didn't
I
be
agree.
stars, we don't know nothing about them. To
Well, it's
where
just like even
somebody could go viral. Think about this. A female says "ha too" and went viral and became a star and had
well,
offers and contracts and
that's just
appeared in
because we live in
shows.
that's just because we live in a world full of morons, dude. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah, makes no sense. But
I
anyway,
remember when people make that argument, and I'm like, dude, you can go on YouTube right now and watch Metallica in 1991 playing Moscow, Russia in front of 1.5 million people,
hmm
or
hmm
Garth Brooks in Central Park in New York playing in front of 1 million people. Like,
hmm
ain't nobody right now playing in front of 1 million people at all.
hmm
You could maybe, you could maybe, if you promoted it and gave the right venue, Chris Stapleton might be able to get 1 million people to watch him live.
but right now we're in the world of people lying. People lie and say they're doing it. You know, unless you're there, it's no guarantee it's what they say it is. Because now we lie. Before telling the truth when you do something right is a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? I did these numbers. It was a badge of honor. Go, that's how good I am. Now they fudge the numbers. They embellish all this crap that
They
goes
put
along with it. You know what I'm
or
saying?
or they get a whole bunch of bots and or they scam the online numbers by it's not real people even watching it, and you're
Yeah,
like you don't know what like I see some of these people that are famous, and I'm like, how?
yeah,
I've never
exactly.
seen a single one of the videos. Or if I've seen one, I thought it was dog shit, and I'm not watching another one. Like how?
Hold it. I just watched the show. Matter of fact, I'm still watching it now. Of a guy, he was in prison. They posted his mugshot on the screen. All the females went crazy, right? That he got out of jail, got a modeling job, and now is in movies.
Yeah, you talking about that light skinned dude with the
Light skinned
blue
guy
eyes?
with the pretty eyes. Yep. I've actually seen two of the movies that he's in right now. And don't get me wrong, he's not doing a bad job because it's not like it's an A-list movie; it's a B
You know
movie.
what? You know what? You know what? Good for him. He was able to turn his life around. I'm glad for him. You know what I mean? He's
No,
no
no,
longer in prison.
no. It gets
He's no
it
longer.
no. It gets worse. Here's the funny part. I saw a podcast interview with him. He said showing my picture was the worst thing for me in prison. And
I'm
they
sure it
and
was.
they, and they asked him why. He said strangers was coming to the prison to court me. He goes, people I never seen before a day in my life. So, because in prison they only give you so many, visitor times. You only get so many visitors per week or whatever. How we're doing, right? He said strangers was getting visitor passes. He goes, I don't know her. I want to see my daughter. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look. He says, I don't know this person, and then he would lose time because of these strangers. He said it was
Look,
horrible.
man,
He
I
said
don't
it was
know.
horrible.
I've only had handcuffs on me once, and that was because my buddy in Chicago. When I lived in Chicago, he was the one with a warrant.
No, I had it on twice, so I'm a little bit further along than you are.
But I've never actually been put in the back of a police car and taken to jail. So I have no idea what it's like in prison.
You won't. Me neither for that matter.
I ain't trying to either.
I
I
I
like this whole freedom.
don't get me wrong. I've been detained. Don't get me wrong.
I have been detained twice, handcuffed once.
All right, fight fans, we're gonna wrap it up. We had a great conversation catching up, but
Yeah, we
yeah.
got one last to talk about.
We do we?
Oh, there's a pretty solidly big UFC fight this weekend, bud.
Oh yeah, this weekend. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let him slide because he's right. Because I'm
Pretty,
old and
pretty,
I'm getting sleepy. Go ahead.
pretty important UFC fight this
Yeah,
weekend.
there is. Okay, let me stop bullshitting. Yeah, there is. Go ahead, man.
Two big title fights. What do you think about the first one, Coach D?
Okay, so after I cleared it, let me find it. I want to have it. I'll let you lead so I can find it. So I want to have the conversation with you. Go ahead.
All right. Well, those of you who follow our socials, you saw we had a little poll up today of I said what I said, and I'm going to stand on business. Strickland is going to knock out Chimaev.
Oh,
It's going to
okay.
happen.
All right,
Write it down.
we don't go on too far.
He,
Okay. I
he
I
going
thought
he
he was
going
gonna say Sean
knocking him
Strickland
out. Is the
has
only
a
way he's
chance
going to
of
win.
winning, and he does.
Knocking him
But
out. Knocking him out is the only way he's going to win.
but to say but to say he's gonna knock him out, I don't know about that now.
If I if I'm saying he's going to win, the only way he's going to win is if he knocks him out.
Okay, but the
So I
way
have to
you but,
say he's
but the
going to
way
knock him
you
out.
framed it, you said Sean Strickland's gonna knock him out. Like that's what's going to happen. That's how you made it sound.
I said he's
Now
going to win. So yes, he's going to knock him out because it's the only way he can win.
here's what I like about this match, right?
And 33% of the people agree with me.
Sean Strickland is going to separate himself from everybody else in this fight because the story is Hamzat's wrestling is too good for everybody else. That he don't have to do shit else but wrestle, and he beats 99% of everybody in his weight class, right? And for the most part, they would be right, right?
I mean, his weight class isn't very
But
good, so that's true.
Strickland is actually very good. Has a very good wrestling defense. It's
True.
underrated. Is actually pretty effing good. Where it's not going to be easy for Hamzat just to take him down at will. Will he get him down? Yeah,
It's
right.
it's
Eventually,
definitely better. It's significantly better than DDP's wrestling
yes,
defense.
significantly better.
Way
And
better.
and Strickland is very good on his feet at understanding distance, knowing how to get out the way of stuff, and making somebody work way harder than they thought they would. But when
I
you look
think
at his style, you think it's not that, but it is that.
I think Strickland's going to catch him on the way in on a takedown. I think Chimaev's going to go in for a shot, and Strickland's going to catch him on the way in. That's why I think he's going to knock him out.
Now I think that can happen, but I don't think Machav is not that sloppy. He's not that sloppy. Now
He didn't have to
now
be sloppy.
Sean is not that fast. He's accurate. I'm not gonna say he's fast. Okay. And Hamza has never had to step his game up. I mean, I'll take it back. He didn't do the best against uh God damn it, my
The
mind went
dude
blank.
before DDP, right? The dude he
Huh?
fought before DDP.
It wasn't DDP. I'm gonna look him up right now.
Yeah, it was a guy. It was a match before that, right? The fight that he had right before the fight before he had DDP, right?
Was it right before? I don't think it was right before. Hold on. Let me look right quick. Because right before that was Whitaker. It was Usman.
Mm,
Usman. He broke Whitaker's jaw. It was
that's right.
Usman. Usman gave him a everybody said it gave him a harder match than they thought was going to happen.
Because Usman's a wrestler.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying Sean Strickland is a wrestler, but his wrestling defense is enough to be a real problem. Then that catching you were discussing of him being caught could happen. So I'm not saying it's impossibility. It could happen. I'm not gonna say it can't.
Well, I know Strickland's not the fastest, right? But if he's preparing for like a singular moment, like, hey, I'm wrestling, I'm preparing for this fight for this scenario right here to happen, and I can recognize it's happening. My reaction time can be faster than my speed normally would allow because I'm already loading up because I see it coming because this is the one thing I prepared for.
Yeah, I will go one better than that. I will say Sean Strickland is better at setting up something than Hamzat is. Hamzat never really had to set up anything, so that's not going to be his go-to. He's not going to set up shit. He's gonna go here. I'm gonna fake up high and go low for a takedown. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which leaves
And
him
if
open to be getting caught. So you're correct. I'm not saying you're not correct. You're correct.
I think Strickland's going to fight from distance, make Hamzat have to stretch himself out to get to a takedown to begin with, which allows it to be defended easier anyway.
Yeah.
Right? I
Now
think I
it's
think
gonna be
Strickland I think Strickland's going to try and maintain distance and use that distance to set up a step in and go.
yeah. Now that has the potential to be boring or somebody makes a desperate move because I'm saying it's still the UFC. A fight has to take place, right? So
Hmm.
if two of the biggest stars don't fight each other, there's going to be a riot in the crowds, right? So
That's what
sooner or
I think.
later, somebody's going to have to take a risk.
Right. That's what I think he can. I think if he fights from distance, he can frustrate Hamzat enough to take a risk, which is
Yeah,
exactly what Strickland wants him to do. And that's when he's just going to drop a fucking bomb on him, dude.
because what everybody has said, the only way you get Hamza is to get him tired. They said he tends to
Yep.
he tends to blow his tank going into the third round. That's been the running story on him. Lately,
And it's
that
going to be a
hasn't been the
5 round
case.
fight.
Lately, that hasn't been the case, but that was the running story. And to be
The only
honest, have you ever seen somebody give Hamza a clean shot? Have you ever seen somebody hit him clean? I don't think I ever have. Have you?
I've only seen like 3 of his fights, so I don't know if anything happened before that or not. But
I've seen most of them, if not all of them, and I've never seen anybody catch him clean because they're always worrying about wrestling. So they're scared to throw a shot with power because they're gonna duck under and take him down. So they never hit him clean. Now Strickland,
I
on the
don't think
other
he
hand,
doesn't give a fuck.
yeah, and his style his style is kind of unorthodox. You know, I mean, even though he comes at you, It's kind of misleading because
You
he beat a lot of guys up now with that
all,
same
all
style.
bullshit. All bullshit aside, you know why I think Strickland actually has a real chance?
Why is that?
Because Hamzat can't hurt him. He can't
Yeah.
hurt him. Hamzat's not going
Well,
to be able to hit him. Hamzat's not going to be able to knock him out. And Strickland knows that, and he's not scared of getting hit by him.
but is that? But are we worrying about hitting from Hamza? No, not really.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, Strickland is going to be more than comfortable to fight from distance because he knows no matter if it's on his feet, there's nothing Hamzat can do to hurt him
If Strickland keeps
physically.
Hamza on his feet for the first round, like he goes for a takedown, he defends it and stays standing, or gets taken down,
Hamzat's
and
going to panic.
gets right back up, it's a wrap from the
Hamzat's
second
going to panic.
second second round on.
Yeah, Hamzat's going to panic.
Yep.
And the only reason Hamzat didn't get tired against DDP is because he was on top for 25 fucking minutes.
Not even that. He wasn't threatened nowhere. Where where
That's
where
what I'm saying.
where where are you expending any nervous energy from when the guy you got control of can't do shit to you?
You're not, because when you're on top in MMA, it doesn't take much energy to keep someone down.
Yeah.
It
And
takes way more energy to get up.
he wasn't worried about him getting up. I mean, Strickland is not that guy. Strickland is not a guy who stays on the mat. Strickland is known for not staying on the mat.
Exactly.
He's known for it. So this is probably one of the best fights that could be made right now for where the UFC is at right now.
I think Strickland's a style nightmare for fucking Hamzat.
Yeah, yeah. He's a legit threat. He's a legit threat.
Because Strickland doesn't get tired. Like
His,
Strickland has the ability to knock you out in the fifth round.
okay. He doesn't. It's not that he doesn't get tired. His style prevents anybody from pushing him to get tired. His style keeps you on the defense, not offense. You know, you're not coming at
Right.
Strickland. He's coming at you the whole
But
way.
what I'm saying is Strickland's power doesn't fade throughout the fight. Like even in the fifth round, he's one punch away from knocking you the fuck out.
He's never been in a grappling match. He's every fight he's been in, it's been a style catered towards how he fights. Right? This will be the only matchup that is not catered to how he fights. If Hamza gets in his head that he wants to knock Strickland out, he will lose. If Hamza goes,
I
I'm
mean,
going to make it a grappling ground game, right? Then that will put Strickland in a territory that he doesn't get into often.
I will say this: Strickland is getting on his fucking nerves. Hamzat did
Perfectly.
literally kick him at the face-off
Perfectly, yeah.
when security had to sit for him, right? Hamzat, I don't think, is as disciplined as Khabib
No, he's
to
not.
where when Conor McGregor was fucking with Khabib. Khabib was disciplined enough to stay focused and fuck him up. I think like you can get in Hamzat's head, and Hamzat might want to stand up and try and knock him the fuck out just off of principle, and he's gonna get fucking rocked.
What like I said, freaking Khabib wasn't considered the boogeyman. He was considered very, very good. Hamza is the boogeyman, so he's built that. He's reveled in that. Everybody's scared of me. Shit, you know what I'm saying, right? So it was easy for Sean to go, man. You ain't gonna do shit. Watch how I fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't prepared for that.
Well, Strickland ain't afraid of fucking nobody anyway.
He's not. He got a couple
You know,
screws loose.
Strickland would have to give a fuck about another human being's opinion to be scared of somebody. And he doesn't. He gives no fucks.
If he knocks out Hamza, he's gonna be. I'm not gonna say
If
he's
he
gonna be.
knocks,
I'm not saying he's gonna be Conor McGregor level, but he's going to get paid out of the UFC after this. After that,
if he knocks out Hamzat, I'm going to sprint down my road. I'm going to sprint out my garage and just sprint full speed, screaming like a fucking lunatic because I'll be that jacked through the roof.
Now the only thing is if he beats Strickland, then go into RAF, it's gonna be he's gonna be the talk. If he loses to Strickland and then go into RAF, he's gonna still gonna be the talk. Ain't gonna be the best talk, but he'll be the talk.
Well, of course, the talk's going to be less because the whole thing right now is you're bringing a current UFC champ in the RAF, which is unprecedented.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like the linchpin of having Hamzat come is like you have a dude that's probably going to show up at RAF with a UFC belt on his shoulder when he walks out,
And
like fuck you,
and undefeated.
yeah, with a big fuck you with a UFC belt on his shoulder, right?
Yep.
But I got Strickland. I'm standing on business. I think he's going to knock him out, and when it happens, fuck everybody. I
Well,
was right.
well, just for
If I'm
that,
wrong, who
just for
cares?
that,
Who cares? Happened if I'm wrong. If,
just for
if
that,
I'm wrong, then
just for that, I'm saying Hamzat. I'm saying Hamzat just for that, and I'll see your ass next Thursday. Just for that.
well, who you got in the other championship fight?
Joshua Van versus. You know what? I got Tasaruo. I don't know how you say his name. I don't
That's a
got
big
Josh.
fight too, dude.
Josh has not come out of this thing clean right now. He's. I don't think he's mentally prepared for this match.
I mean, he only won the belt because Pantoja blew his knee out, right?
Yeah, and he's not, and no one has allowed him to correct that stigma. They just always
Nope.
bring it up. They go, "Hey, man, you got the belt, but did you win the belt?" So all that shit's in his head. And
Oh, I'm taking Tiora. I'm taking Tiora as
yeah,
well. I think
and
I think Tiora's gonna beat him.
on top of that, Tiora is a beast. It's not like
He
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 he ain't he
is.
ain't champion material. He is.
To be honest, I think Pantoja beats Van if he doesn't blow his knee out. And I think if Pantoja's healthy, wins that match, that's the match you see right now in this event. You see Pantoja versus him, not
Yeah, I
Van.
agree. I agree. I
Because
agree. 100.
this
Percent
kid's that good.
Yeah.
This kid's that good.
So like I said, I don't think Van is in the right headspace. I think he gonna get dusted. I don't think he's not only gonna lose. I think he's gonna lose badly, which means
I think I
that
agree.
that's gonna make him getting the belt a fluke and not something that he would have done if it was an injury. So
I mean, a
that
blown
that's
out
what's
knee is a fluke.
that's what's it is, but how he won how he won the fight going into the belt contest was a good one. So he was
I
considered
agree.
a solid
I
fighter
agree.
going into that belt. Then the injury,
I agree.
now the bad press, now this fight, which is a good fight. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So
I agree. Van earned that title shot,
yeah, he did.
100%.
He did.
He actually earned it.
He did.
Do I think he beats Pantoja healthy? Absolutely not.
Now I want to see it. I mean, truthfully, yeah, I agree. I agree, but I wanted to see how he got beat.
I think even if Van loses this match, clearly Fiora is going to fight Pantoja when Pantoja's healthy, and they're going to let Pantoja try to win his belt back. And then if Pantoja wins his belt back, they'll do Van Pantoja 2 to put that shit to bed.
Yeah. See, the thing is, depends how Tara wants to win the belt, or how you say his name, right? If he wants to win it on the feet, he does hit hard. He does hit hard, but so does Van, right? But if they make it a true MMA match, Van's gonna get dealt with in a serious way. He probably may
Yeah,
get submitted. He probably may get submitted.
I mean that's the thing with UFC, dude. The knockouts, the great equalizer. The best
Yeah,
fighter doesn't always win.
yeah, yeah. So, all right. So we agree on Van versus Tiara, Tower, whatever. And I got Hamza. You got Sean. I'll see your bitch ass Thursday. Cause yeah, now I'm invested. I'm gonna be texting your ass the
Look,
whole way through.
look, look, I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to be the one to make a fucking
No,
call
like I
that takes
say,
ball.
it's a good lens. It's not like you making a Hail Mary. It's not like you saying, "Hey, I'm throwing all my chips in and hope it get done." No, that's a reasonable statement you making. I can't not say it's not a high possibility. It's a 50-50. I'm giving it a
Oh,
50-50.
Goated has got a question before he leaves.
All right, go ahead. What you got?
What you got, Goated? I like how he is polite about it. Like, hey, I got a question before I leave. BT Dubs.
He was apparently he was raised right.
I don't know who Goated is.
Me neither, but he seemed to be sticking with us. All right, go to hurry up. I'm old now.
Darren needs his melatonin.
See, you bullshit. I actually do. You ain't saying shit.
Is RAF going to have another streaming service than Fox Nation?
No time soon, brother.
Probably not in the foreseeable future.
No time soon. They're all in on Fox Nation, and Fox Nation is paying very well.
That's true. Fox Nation is small, but you know what? There sometimes it's beneficial to be the biggest fish in the small pond.
When have you seen a streaming channel like Fox Nation push somebody so high so fast? Look what Paramount had to do to get UFC. 7 point what billion dollars. I'm
You
pretty
also
sure
got to
Fox ain't
remember.
do that. But
You also got to remember that Fox Nation is owned by one of the richest media dudes on the planet.
and even though Fox Nation is not widely watched by everybody subscribes to Fox Nation to watch RAF. It's a win-win. It's a win-win on both sides because the
Yep.
audience is stable and it's consistent.
And Fox Nation isn't an expensive subscription either.
It's
So
not. Nope.
I think it's like what, $10 a month or something?
If that.
Something like that.
I thought yeah,
So
you might like I thought like $9.99 something like that, some shit like that. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So I agree Fox Nation is small, but when you're the biggest fish in the pond and you're bringing them all their money, then you have a higher percentage of the resources than you would on a bigger streaming service. So it's
And
probably
it will be different if RAF didn't hit a home run with Fox Nation. So Fox Nation and RAF have both elevated together at the same time. So it's a win-win on both sides. There's
and you
no
got to remember
reason. Go ahead.
Fox Nation's doing their is contracting them for 2 reality TV series, a UFC contenders like series for RAF, where dudes are going to wrestle to win contracts to wrestle on RAF.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not just streaming RAF, they're streaming a reality show for like wrestling dads. They're going to they're financing a contender series to get dudes to win contracts. Like they're expanding what they're doing for RAF as well into other shows.
At this
So
point, RAF is not even a year old yet. And to buy RAF now to go to another streaming platform, it'll already be in the billions. Already. Which is crazy, which is unheard of at this level of the game where there's so much shit out there today to still be able to do that with a new promotion is just mind blowing.
I mean, go to I'm sure 2 or 3 years down the road if RAF has quadrupled their revenue and they're worth $400 or $500 million instead of $20 million like they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I'm sure some other streaming service or a cable service will come to them and be like, hey, maybe they get worth 500-600 million. Maybe ESPN comes and goes, hey, we'll give you a billion, $2 billion over 5 years to broadcast RAF. That's not unrealistic.
But also on top of that, look at the freedom Ralph has. Why would you go anywhere else that's
That's
been
true.
hamstringing sports right now? They got
That's
the
true.
freedom to do what they want. I wouldn't go nowhere simply because of that. I got
That's true.
freedom.
Fox Nation pretty much lets them do whatever the fuck they want. That's
Yep.
true.
Look at ESPN. They're on the decline because they freaking trying to control every goddamn thing, right? Paramount is doing some sneaky business. Netflix don't give you no freedom. You know what I'm saying? So why
I
would
mean,
you go anywhere else?
look what's happened to college football since ESPN took over.
Yep. Yep.
I
Why
wouldn't
would
leave
you?
Fox Nation either. They're paying you. And they give you 100% creative control. Like, just let it happen, dude.
Yep.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yep. As long as you bring in the numbers, we good. And they bring in the numbers, so they good.
Don't fix shit that ain't broke.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right, Chris actually made a true statement. I do need my melatonin because I ain't fucking around. When it's time to close my goddamn eyes, I mean that shit. All right, guys, this was actually pretty good. Glad to see you guys back on board. I had jacked the stream up last time, so I couldn't get you last time. My bad, but you see I fixed it. I get it done. God dang it. And we're gonna have some fun moving forward. We got a lot of big stuff. RAF 09, the youth wrestling coming online. So
Yep.
yeah, we have a lot to talk
We'll
about.
be we'll be at RAF 09, RAF 10, RAF 11, RAF 12. We'll be at all of them. We've been at every one of them. We'll continue to be as many of it. They start going international, it's get a little tricky because
Yeah.
we ain't rich.
And that's
But
and that's one thing all you guys can say. Whenever you talk about the Deepwater podcast, you can say we're the only podcast and media outlet that's been to all the RAF events. Can't nobody else say that.
yep. Make sure check out our TikTok, check out our Instagram. The YouTube page is going pretty strong now too, and we just started up an X page.
Yep.
So
So
you'll start
like,
seeing. You should
like,
start seeing.
subscribe, and share on all of them.
Yep, help us out. Like, subscribe, share, so we can start being able to go to more events, get you guys more content, have more things to talk about with you guys. So thanks for everybody that's here. We'll see you next Thursday.
And bottom line, all the shit we talk, we still hear, which means we taking it serious. This ain't fly by night. We taking it serious. All right, guys, hold it down.
All right, later, guys.
Peace.